Happy One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We got some one hit wonders indeed.
Boy, I found me one.
Bell's got his. You got yours. I got mine. Mine has been requested on numerous occasions. And actually, I did not know this, but the one I picked today, while a staple at all kinds of things, I didn't know what the song actually was about, and I was wrong. What do you figure that one? What? Uh-oh, the EU's work on the U.S. trade deal has been suspended indefinitely. Frozen!
Like we're about to be.
Like we're about to be. We are about to be, and we should get to that because that is the biggest news. And you know what? It's so big, we had to put together something for it. Are we ready? Bell, are we ready? Fire us up. 1, 2, 3. Now it's time for the Weather Wizard's Snowpocalypse 2026 update.
Tell us about the Snow King. Yeah.
All right, we're going to keep you guys abreast of all that's going on when it comes to our dicey weather here in Nashville and beyond. Ken, tell us about the snow, Ken.
Well, like I was telling the boys before we came on, we now have 4 things that the U.S. National Weather Service based here in Nashville is telling us to look out for. Oh. Number 1 is the weekend of snow. And I'm just going to I'm going to start with the worst case scenario as far as I'm concerned. And anybody who's got to get out in it is concerned. There is up to a 50% chance for a foot of snow starting Friday night, lasting until Sunday.
That's what I like to hear, Ken.
Now, here's the part that's not good. The other thing the U.S. National Weather Service in Nashville wants you to look out for is weekend ice.
Oh.
The chance for at least 0.1 inch of ice is 70%, mainly along and south of I-40.
Okay.
Ice, no bueno.
No bueno, kids, no bueno. We're talking about the ice that's actual ice, not the people that go and get the immigrants.
That's it, exactly.
I want to make sure everybody knows that.
That's right. The other thing with all of this snow and ice that's going to make it bad as well is the bitter cold. We are not going to get above freezing starting Friday night, possibly all the way through Wednesday night.
I saw that Monday morning our low will be 7.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I'm not.
So.
Why are you excited for that, Brother Chad?
Because I like the cold. Just for a little while. I'm indoors, right? Like, it doesn't matter. But I will walk here. I will brave it. I had to wear pants today because my wife's like, you don't want to get, if it rains, you don't want to get your good dress shorts dirty. I'm like, you're right.
So effectively, your wife dresses you.
She told me I had to wear pants. So. And I did. So it's going to be cold is what you're saying.
It's going to be real cold.
Oh, my Lord.
Real cold.
Are you guys preparing? So you sent me a text this morning saying it's about food and wine for you.
Yeah, I'm getting a new magazine, boys. And I don't know why. Not only am I continuing to get Southern Living magazine, but along with my Southern Living magazine this morning, I got a food and wine.
A food and wine.
And each one of them is chock full of winter weather recipes.
Oh.
And you know how I like recipes.
You do. Are you crock-potting it a little bit this weekend?
Oh, I'm crock-potting. You know it.
I will tell you this. If it does not happen to be as big as my wife is hoping for, because my wife is batting down the hatches. She believes Armageddon is coming. She has ordered food. We've got backup stuff. She's got backup. I don't know what she thinks is happening in the snow, but she is pretty sure that I've got our emergency water. I have got, she's got ready-made meal. I mean, I'm like, she goes, you don't understand. She goes, I'm prepared. I said, I get it. You're super prepared. She knows where our hot room is, which one's the hottest.
Yeah.
Just in case. And so she's got everything dialed out here. So just in case it gets to that point, I'm like, it's going to be 15 or 20. Okay? I took the dogs down in flip-flops the other day, and it was 15 degrees. They lived, and I lived. We're good. But she is, I think she's going to be bummed. I mean, she's got the backup generator.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, what is happening here? Who am I? Oh, my Lord.
Your
so
wife,
this will be good.
she's a prepper, man.
She is very prepped. Well, you know what? She grew up in Colorado, and where her dad and her family's from,
cold.
they're from just outside Colorado Springs, or somewhere. I mean, it's really like he'll send us pictures, and he's like, "Hey, we got 3 feet of snow overnight." It's that kind of thing. So she very much she gets excited for this.
I saw pictures last night of Kamchatka in Russia.
Oh,
With the 40 feet of snow. That was just surreal to look at.
That's terrible.
people in the 4th story, they were opening up their windows, and to get downstairs, they would just walk outside down the snowbank. It was crazy.
Goodness.
Yeah. I mean, over a short period of time, they got that. So it was great. We're not going to get that, though, guys. We're not getting that. But 7, I tell you what,
better not.
I'm more worried about the ice than the snow. I like the snow, but that ice, because Monday, Tuesday, we could still see some of that ice here, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. None of this is going to go anywhere. And the problem with treating the roads, from what I understand, is that if it's 15 degrees or below, the treatment doesn't even work.
Oh.
What you're going to need in that case is you're going to need the sun to come out, because the sun will still melt ice and snow if it hits it directly, no matter how cold it is. But if we're cloud cover and we don't get above 15, then that treatment, it's not going to do much good out there.
No, it's not. It's not. So
we got to hope for temperatures getting they may not be above freezing, but let's hope they get at least above 15 degrees.
yeah, because I'm looking here. Monday, high 20. Oh, now it's changed. Monday, high 23, low 4.
Goodness, man.
And then it warms up the next day, 36 and 24. Sunday's 26 and 11. Saturday's 26 and 22. Friday, 38 and 18. Whew.
Good old January.
Yeah.
Get my freaking camera set right, man.
Get that thing set, man. We're having a party
Don't
in
cut
here.
it off your face.
This is going to be interesting.
Everybody probably likes that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be
Hey, we
very
spent good money for that camera for you to be seen.
I spent tens of $50s of dollars on that
I
thing.
was getting ready to say we spent about $15
Yeah, that's
and
pretty good.
95 cents.
It's one of those things you get at like CVS.
Hard push to your right.
Hard push to my right.
Yeah.
How about that?
Now up.
Well, let me sit down. Let's see how it is when I'm sitting.
See, this is
Yeah,
this is live radio. This is what it's all about right here, kids.
sorry, boys.
3 to 5 inches, says the Weather Channel. I don't know about that.
Yeah, good enough.
Thank you, Brother Bilal.
There we go. We're looking good. The party's on. So be prepared this weekend. Make sure you got all your necessities. Somebody's like, this happens every year. You guys shouldn't be surprised. It's just fun. We're having a good time. But we need to keep you guys informed of everything.
Yeah, I think we need to scare the hell out of everybody.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
I was driving into work, and the Kroger that I usually stop at, it was usually you just pull in and there's a handful of cars that time of day. It was packed. I couldn't find a parking spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
didn't
drove
even
by a
go in.
hardware store on my way in, and I mean, that parking lot was full.
Man,
People getting ready.
They're getting ready. They're getting ready. They're doing the same thing in Dallas. I was talking to, I do a show for Dallas. I was talking to people there because, of course, remember what happened in 2020, right, Ted Cruz? Somebody better check and see if he's going to Cabo this next week.
Oh, yeah.
But, that was so awesome. But their entire grid failed.
Yes.
And here's something else, too, that I think everybody, all joking aside, there are people on fixed incomes. There are elderly people that may be in and out of not quite getting what's going on. Definitely check on some of those people that you might worry about in this situation to make sure that, you got them covered. Because I remember, I think that big snap that hit Dallas, I think it was like 230 people died. Not Ted Cruz went to Cabo. But that was, because of the cold. And that destroyed their power grid. Really crashed on that one. What's the worst power issue we've had in any kind of situation here?
I don't know.
So,
I remember the power going out for a couple of days back in the early 90s when it snowed, but
That's what my wife said. She goes, I think in 1990, I was listening to somebody on like a Tennessee TikTok thing. Said in 1990 there was an issue for a couple days with the power grid, but people are worried it's going to be overrun. I think it'll be okay, but it's definitely going to be a cold one, guys.
Yeah, I've been here since 2015, and I don't recall any major drawn-out power outage. However, I do seem to recall a couple of Christmases ago, whenever we were like 2 degrees on Christmas, and TVA was worried about, their ability to push out enough power for all of the utilities that they, provide energy to. They were doing rolling blackouts. And if I remember correctly, there were some people here in Nashville who actually went several days without that power coming back on, from what I remember.
Yeah, see, people here are talking about, because the ice storms, as they're talking about, 93 and 94, people are saying lots of Nashville was out power for a week to 2 weeks. And that ice storm is the bad stuff because that gets on the, on the wires and all that stuff starts to freeze up heavy and it becomes a nightmare. I don't think we're going to get to that, but there's parts of the country that are, what's I said today? Was it the upper Midwest, like through Chicago and stuff? Minus 50 wind chill?
Good grief.
My God.
I don't know how people survive.
And you know what's weird? Those people live in a place where it gets minus 50 and it's a populated area. Have you seen like Lake Michigan? There are places that are that big and it freezes over.
Yeah.
That's insane. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah. That's why in the summer, and I think in the fall, whenever you see those trucks out there cutting those tree limbs from the lines, you got to applaud those guys because in instances like this, that ice, that freezing rain is going to get on those tree branches, and it has the potential of bringing them down onto your power lines, and that's what causes the outage.
That's nasty. Because, the wind, you expect some of those, but
Sure.
Those are very much like an area where we'll get some high winds, but it'll hit, another place, 20 miles from here, much harder than it's going to hit us. But this is blanketing everywhere. You're getting the froze everywhere. A lot of people talking about that, how bad that was in 94 here. So I don't think we're going to have that, but I'm excited. We got a little cold, right? And you said it. Everybody said it. That we're going to get one. This may be it.
There's always at least one major Arctic blast that slaps us around here in Middle Tennessee for about a week or so.
Yeah, this one is this is going to be a good one. It's slapping a lot of people around. Our buddies, the monks, man.
How are they doing? Are they going to get caught in it?
Yeah, they are getting well, today I believe they're in Chatham County.
Chatham.
Right. They were at Siller today or somewhere, Silver City, something like that. They were taken off today. And they've got
what state?
I think they were in North Carolina today, South Carolina.
Okay.
They're on their way. They still have a long ways to go.
Hey, if you can pick up that big steaming cauldron that burns those tattoos into your forearms, you can stand some cold.
You could definitely stand some cold. So they're pretty excited about it. Well, that's what you do it normally, right? And then it burns, and then you go out and you fall into it, and you stick your arms in there, and then it cools it, and then away you go. So, but they have 19 monks. All of them are still there, and they've had to get some of the shoes out for the other monks who are walking barefoot. So
not a good time to be walking.
Not a good time to be walking, but it's definitely cold out there. And we're gonna be starting tomorrow. We're gonna do a monk date, which is where you update the monks where they are and how they're doing on their walk for peace all the way to D.C.
Yes, sir.
From Dallas Fort Worth. I love it. All right, coming up today, One Hit Wonder Wednesday. Oh, Kylie's been on a roll.
Oh, I bet she has.
Oh, she's been on a roll that is so spectacular. By the way, white women, you guys are in trouble with her too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So she's going after white women?
Everybody. Doesn't matter who you are.
Because it was probably a white woman who stole her coat.
Probably a white woman that stole her coat. She's going after men for buying her drinks. She's going after people who just don't care about politics. She's going after everybody. Taylor Swift.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. All of it, kids. All
That's
of it.
as wide as you get right there, Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
she's like translucent. It's pretty
Plus, she's a
spectacular.
billionaire, so that makes her scum.
Oh, double scum. She's a white woman that's a billionaire. Oh, can't get any worse. We got that. We got One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We're going to rock and roll with that. A bunch of other good stuff. Reach out to us across all of our social media. It's getting cold, but we're going to keep it hot right here. Super Top 99.7.
Get Super Talk 99.7 WTN from the App Store today.
All right, my good friends at Bulwark Capital on 29th of this month having an amazing New Year's reset when it comes to investments. And they're going to talk about what it is that they do when it comes to retirement and investing and how they are active managers. It's a live webinar. It's free. It's 5:30 our time. Takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. They're going to talk about AI, the potential bubble, trade wars, all the things that you see going on. They're also going to talk about why they look globally and why they feel like this market right now is completely overbought and opportunities abound that are super value. Last year, they were up at 37.5% over the market, and they're up 8.5% right now. Why is that? Because they look for places that others just don't. So it's absolutely free. New Year's reset webinar. Why not spend 30 minutes? Find out what are they all about at Bulwark Capital. You hear me talk about them all the time. They're amazing. Sign up now at knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW, yourriskpodcast.com for Bulwark Capital's free New Year Reset live webinar, 29th of this month at 5:30 our time for Bulwark Capital Management. Investment advisory solutions offered through Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Investments involve risk, not a guarantee. Past performance not guarantee future results. Trek 2605.
All right, drivers, Ashland City. We've got an overturned vehicle. This is going to be Ashland City Highway just north of Petway Road. And then over here in the Gulch, got a crash on Broadway, but it's right next to I-40. Had students at two high schools put on hold this morning after a couple of threatening letters in Middle Tennessee. We'll tell you about it at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Little One Hit Wonder Wednesday coming up a little bit. We'll probably talk a little bit about Trump in Davos. Starting to get spicy over there in Davos. I usually I winter in Stad, but yes, I've been to Davos. Beautiful, gorgeous this time of year. Cuckoo clocks everywhere, Rolexes. You go there. It's just at birth they give you a Rolex and some chocolate. You're gonna love it there.
Do they have a big homeless population?
They do not actually.
Don't they? It's Rolex, chocolate, and a gun.
Yes, a gun. And by the way, yeah, if you're an adult, you have to volunteer for the military because they don't have an army. So everybody has a gun, and you train. And it's kind of like one of those things where, because they're Switzerland, nobody bothers them, right? Nobody wants to. Yeah, imagine the whole war going on around you in WW2, and you're sheltered from it.
Yeah.
Kind of a bizarre thing.
You're just hoping Hitler doesn't get a hair and then decide screw their neutrality.
Yeah, but he needed a place to bank along with everybody else. Oh, geez, Chad. I know, right? Hey, let's have fun.
It's book club, brunch club, virtue on the rocks. Fresh toe bag, fresh theory, fresh from TikTok. You got charts, you got stats, you got long receipts, but your barista still remembers when you screamed about the heat. You say center other voices, then you never sit. You cite 3 podcasts, 1 grad seminar, you have quit it. Selfie at the rally, angle just right. Caption, some of us care. Crop the drummer out of sight. White woman Wednesday.
Oh, the white women are at it in a major way. And I will tell you, I don't know if I don't even know how she works as a teacher. She must just spend the entire day going out, getting mad at everybody and everything. But she does it with such a smile. She's peppy, Kylie here. She's peppy.
When it's time to teach, she just takes a Xanax and chills out.
That's it. So, guys, normally it's us. We do the work, okay? We do the work, the men. That's what we do. Ken and I, Bell once in a while, but mostly not because he's always insulting women about them being dishwashers and stuff, which is totally cruel.
It's not true.
Mostly, but kind of funny. But we do the work. Today, ladies, this one's for you.
A lot of white women do get insecure when white men date outside of the white race. One of the most notable examples of this is Taylor Swift's reaction to Travis Kelce's exes. I know a lot of black creators were talking about this online a couple months ago, but when she has lines like, I'm not a bad bitch, I'm not a savage, things like that, and directly referencing how she feels insecure that Travis Kelce dated gorgeous black women before her, this is absolutely a thing. And I think it's rooted in like insecurity and jealousy that they feel like they can't compete, not their white boyfriend has a type that isn't white women, but that he's marrying her simply to have white kids because there's a lot of pressure from white families to pass on the white gene. Obviously, this is not something I care about at all, but I know a lot of white women do care if they find out that their boyfriend has either dated men, they freak the out, or has dated women who aren't white. Because I think the assumption at the end of the day is that white people mostly date white people, even though we're in 2026, like, date who you want. But yeah, in response to this, there's absolutely a thing, and there are a lot of examples of white women being very jealous and insecure. Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, bye. Bye.
I don't think Taylor gives a rat's ass who he's dated in the past.
No. I know the girl that he went out with for a long time, she's a sister. Good-looking sister. And there was beef. Is that what the kids call it today? Beef? They were going to squab.
Yeah, we still use beef.
They still use beefing. There was some beefing going on there, but no, I don't think Taylor knows 99% of what's going on in the world because she's busy doing other things.
Busy being rich.
Yeah. And on top of that, you can't look. Not that we don't love Kylie here, we do, but you are overthinking it, and the fact that you went from that white guys will date outside the race, but they'll marry and have babies because they want to have white babies. Man, that's a reach right there.
I think she's running out of things to talk about.
She is. There's always an injustice going on.
And she's always there for it.
I've never met anyone who's been more wrongly accused, put in situations. I mean, I've never seen anybody in a situation like her where everywhere she goes, something bad happens to her. It is amazing.
Last week's was good.
Yeah.
Where she was on the elevator.
On the elevator. That's right. With the racist white guy who was going to help the Uber delivery guy bring the groceries upstairs, but it happened to be a black guy that lived in the building.
Yeah.
And instead of being nice, that guy was deemed a racist by her. But ladies, that one's for you. So if you have a problem with that, and by the way, if you have a problem with your guy dating guys, I don't really think that's a problem. I think you're just on the wrong team. That's what I'm saying there. Coming up, One Hit Wonder Wednesday. I got a good one. Bell's got one, and Ken's very excited about his. Sit back, relax, kids. It's coming straight at you on this freezing Wednesday. Chad Benson, Show, Super Talk 99.7.
$12:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Here in Middle Tennessee, students at Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro had to stay in their homerooms for a while today after police responded to a possible threat call. The district says the call is believed to be false. Officers stayed on scene out of caution. Social media posts from parents mention blocked exits and weapons drawn, although authorities have not confirmed that. Police say the campus is secure. The investigation continues. And here in Nashville, a threat discovered at Antioch High School last week prompted an investigation by school officials and Metro Police. MNPS says there was a note, but was not credible, but encourages anyone with concerns to report them. A Nashville man accused of secretly taking inappropriate photos inside local stores is facing several charges. Police say 46-year-old Kevin T. Jackson followed women through a Home Goods and a Target using his phone to take upskirt pictures. Officers connected him through security footage and a license plate noted by one of the victims. Jackson also turned himself in to Franklin police for a similar 2025 case involving a 12-year-old girl. Tennessee lawmakers once again debating marijuana policy at the state capitol. A new proposal known as the Freedom to Farm Act would let one adult per household grow up to 15 marijuana plants as long as they don't sell or remove them from their property. Republican leaders are pushing to study how a medical marijuana program could be set up in the state. The Senate Judiciary Committee expected to take up that proposal in the coming days. And the inductees for the 2026 class of the Songwriters Hall of Fame has been announced. Kenny Loggins, who wrote hits like Footloose, Danger Zone, also known for his yacht rock hits like this one.
Cause anything lasts forever.
It doesn't, Kenny, I'm sorry.
You're walking on Michael.
Baby, don't stop. What a great song.
Yeah, Michael McDonald was in it. I forgot about that.
He's in every song.
Every
in the
piece of yacht rock.
Now, Kylie's not going to like this, boys, because also included in this class is Taylor Swift. That's
Weren't Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley inducted too?
I believe so.
And Alanis Morissette.
And then, yeah, Alanis Morissette. I really like Alanis Morissette.
I do too.
I wonder if Kylie does.
No, she doesn't. Not anymore. She used to, but now she's married, has kids.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Alert meteorologist Melanie Layden. High temperatures back in the upper 40s, so feeling warmer today. We will see scattered showers this afternoon and through the evening, clearing out tonight. Tomorrow, we're still warm with some sunshine, turning colder on Friday, and we are still on track to see wintry weather this weekend, including snow and ice.
Snowpocalypse. All right, guys. The Wellness Institute of Nashville wants to help you with your back. And they can do it, too. They want to get you up, running, feeling better. Back, neck pain, sciatic, slip disc, bulging disc. You get where we're going with this. Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Ashley are there to help you. Write this down, 615-246-5009, 615-246-5009, or painisbad.com. You go. You make an appointment. You get over there. They're going to greet you. They're going to treat you amazing. They're incredible. They're who I trust with me and my family when it comes to our bodies and our backs. And then you go in. You've got an MRI, bring it. They're going to get you all set up, and they got a great deal right now for this year. New Year special, 47% off non-surgical decompression for the new year. So you go on in there. As you do, they're going to show you the HydroWave machine. What? It is incredible. Only one in the state. They're it. This thing is going to help you in a major wave. Okay, it stimulates your own stem cells right there in your body. So it regenerates tissue to grow new blood vessels for healing throughout your body. It's right there. It's awesome. The process is called angiogenesis. So what are you waiting for? You want your back, you want to feel better, and you don't think you can? You're wrong. The Wellness has you covered. Call them today, 615-246-5009. Check them out online at painisbad.com for the Wellness Institute in Nashville. It's Wednesday. Not only do we have crazy white women, of which you just heard Kylie there. A lot of you chiming in about her and the whole insanity of God only knows. Whatever, who knows what happens to that young lady every single day?
Every day, man. She's in the thick of it.
She's in the thick of it. I think she causes a lot of it. Did you see the millennials and Gen's Alpha, so the Alpha generation, have changed. Karen's no longer the Karen. It's now Jessica because they wanted something of their own. So Jessica is the new Karen. Okay. So I think she would be considered that right there because she's that age group.
And I bet you all the Jessicas out there are happy about that.
Yeah, because the Karen is a baby boomer name.
Right.
Where Jessica is a millennial name. So, and they whine a lot. So it's perfect, I think. And if your name's Jessica, apologize about that. I bet you wish your name was Ethel now, don't you? Gertrude, that's a good name. Bernice.
Fanny.
There you go. See? We're helping you out here, kids. Speaking of helping you out, can anything last? Oh, that song is so great.
It's a great song.
That is one of the greatest yacht rock songs of all time. Kenny Loggins. He can. We love music here. We do it every single week. It's called One Hit Wonder Wednesday. Let's find out what we're doing.
Now it's time for another edition of One Hit Wonder Wednesday. You may not remember the name of the band. But you definitely know the song. Come, my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly. This is One Hit Wonder Wednesday.
All right, One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We do it, break it down for you. One hit. Sometimes it's a song that was amazing. Nobody remembers the band. Sometimes the band disappears forever, but the song sticks around. And sometimes they both stick around. And you can see them at a local fair. That's what makes us love this kind of music. We're going to start with the one and only Ken, the Weather Wizard. I am. Oh, the ball.
Released in late 1962, Rhythm of the Rain by the Cascades quickly became one of the defining pop ballads of the early 60s, written by band member John Claude Gummo during a rainy night aboard a Navy ship. The song carried a heartfelt, atmospheric sound shaped by its signature thunderclap opening. I missed that. So by early 1963, it had climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, reached number 1 on the Easy Listening chart, also became an international hit, topping charts in Canada, Ireland, reaching the top 5 in the UK. Today, Rhythm of the Rain remains a timeless classic, beloved for its gentle melody and nostalgic charm.
Along with her, she took my heart. It's one of those songs when you first hear it, you're just like, is that Ricky Nelson? Right? Because I think a lot of people don't know. Because I think when you're driving your car, if you never paid attention, you think, oh, that's Ricky Nelson. That's Ricky Nelson. No, it was not. They were based in San Diego, California.
San Diego, California, and John Claude Gummo was a sailor.
John Claude Gummo. That Van Damme guy got the cool stuff. John Claude Gummo. What a great name right there. Man, that's it. They had their hit. You know, it's one of those things where you can always remember that. The guy was probably working for years at a lot of these guys, just regular jobs afterwards. But they had that one time in 1963 where they had their tuxes on and they were stars.
That's right. Everybody wore suits back then.
They did.
And haircuts.
They all had haircuts and suits, man. Woo! Woo-wee. All right, what you got for us, young Bill?
My song is from 1978, and it holds at the time, it held the distinction of being the number one to take the longest time to get there. 21 weeks. And it sounds very innocent and catchy, but it's actually about child hookers.
Oh, there you go.
Goodness.
Every one of your songs has to do with a weird dad dating his daughter, or now it's child hookers. What are you doing?
Most people thought this was a very sweet and innocent song, but it was actually about the artist's experiences witnessing child prostitution in Los Angeles.
Goodness.
Bill.
If it'll play.
Bill, bringing it down for all of us.
Oh, man.
Child in the city.
Oh, man.
Mr. Nick Gilder singing about young ladies of the night.
I wish you wouldn't have told me that because I loved that song.
Can you ruin it's just he just scours like, what song? Oh, here's the song Lolita. What's this about? It's about a 12-year-old and a 37-year-old, and he's mentoring. I'm sure he is. Oh, I like this song. Number one.
I have said nothing that's untrue.
No, you haven't. But the thing is, what you've done is you've taken the mask of innocence off in some of these things.
Well, sometimes you just got to know.
You just got to know. You just got to know. What was that other one you did with that? It was so bizarre.
Oh, Geddes?
Yeah, David Geddes.
David Geddes, yeah. Run, Joey, Run.
Yeah, another one of the weird ones. It was about a...
It was about a guy and a girl who were dating. Her father didn't want them dating. She calls to tell him that he's coming after him with a gun. He goes over there and the dad shoots him dead. No, he goes to shoot him and she jumps in front of the bullet and shoots his own daughter dead.
Some more of the great... This is why he doesn't get it right for Disney anymore. Mine, kids. Well, you got to go back to the turn of this century. The year of the Lord 2000. The song originally came out a couple years before. It was called Doggy, and it didn't go anywhere. And it just kind of floundered around. And then these dudes from the Bahamas picked it up. And they did it, and they thought it was stupid, and it was a novelty song. But they said, we'll release it anyway. It only got to number 40 in the U.S., number 1 everywhere else, and it won a Grammy for the best dance song. But you cannot go to a sporting event. You cannot go to just about any place they play music without hearing this damn song and thinking to yourself, I hate it, but I know it's, oh my God. Who let the dogs out? Oh, oh. The song is not about letting the dogs out. It's about the fact that men, in particular, in Trinidad and the Bahamians, are dogs. They're horrible. They catcall. They treat women bad. That's why they got fleas on them, because they're always running around on their ladies.
They pick up hookers?
Probably. I mean, I don't know what it's like there, but it's possible. Here's a trip. Do you know the Baja Men started in 1977? And this is 23 years after this.
Clue.
What?
I had no clue.
No. I mean, it's insane. This is 23 years after they started. They released this. And
I think the label probably wanted to bury that then, because I don't. The label rep in Dallas when I was there when that song was out never once brought that up, and that's the kind of thing you don't want to tell a programmer, because then he's like, "Well, how come they haven't had any hits in 23 years? This song can't be a hit." So
they were mostly. It was really bizarre. The first album sold a whopping 700, but they didn't. It was a special kind of a calypso kind of pop music, and it was meant for the islands. And they were really big in like the hotels. Like if you went down to Sandals or something, you're like, the Baja Men are playing. You're like, okay. But then they did this, and they thought it was a novelty song, and then they found out, no, it actually meant, your dogs are, the men are dogs, right? Like Shaggy talks about, wasn't me. Then I met her, and it wasn't me.
I worked that record, too.
Did you?
First #1 record I ever worked.
Was Shaggy?
Yeah.
He was a Marine.
And it got to #1 without radio.
Yes.
That's how much it was selling.
He was a Marine. That was
he really?
Yeah, it's funny. He's a Marine, for the little side note here. Shaggy was actually, he did Oh Carolina. It's a character. Shaggy's a character. Like the lover. That's all kind of a character thing that he does. He wrote that song, I think, when he was in the Marines, and then he recorded, and it kind of was like big in Europe while he was still, I think, in the Marines. Oh, but the Baja Man is your one-hit wonder for me. So several people have thanked you, Ken, because they did not know that was the Cascades and not Ricky Nelson.
Yeah. I thought it was Ricky Nelson my entire life, too, until I looked it up.
When you played it, my first thought was Ricky Nelson they had a lot more hits than this.
Yeah.
No, he did not. He did, but they did.
He did, but they didn't.
Yeah.
The good old Cascades.
The good old Cascades. Little Baja Men from 1977.
Did anyone thank me for exposing Nick Gilder?
No, everybody knows what it is now, but we just didn't realize it, right? Like,
I loved that song, man.
Yeah, good God, just ruining everything.
Now I know what it means.
Now you sit here, people like, oh, duh, that's obviously what it is. Well, yes, now we know what it is. But our minds were innocent at that point in time. And yet here we are, now struggling to come to the realization that Hot Child in the City was about child prostitution.
They'd play that at the public pools I went to as a kid.
Yeah, you're going out there and you go on a dance backwards to Hot Child in the City when you're roller skating. Yeah, you want to do couple skate? And the Hot Child.
Considering the slang in the 70s too, that would be very easy to look past. The fact that it was meant to be about kids.
Yeah, but go look at half the songs from the 50s and 60s. When they start singing about their 15-year-old girlfriend, you're like 22.
Yeah.
Of course, also half of them were rock stars by the time they were 16 and washed up at 23. So we forget about that.
Yeah, they met their girlfriends at the sock hop.
We got to have a sock hop.
It's swell.
Oh, geez, guys. That's just awesome, guys. Let's just do it.
Yeah, Nick Gilder was a creepy-looking dude. He looked like a cross between Tom York and Tom Petty.
That's not a good-looking guy.
That's interesting.
That is a weird-looking cat. That's a weird cat. Yippee-yi-yo. All right, coming up, more stuff on this cold, freezing beginning. It's not the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. It's just not even close to starting, but you smell the cold. It's coming for you. Watch out. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Streaming on the Super Talk 99.7 WTN app.
Prize Picks for the win. America's #1 fantasy sports app. Prize Picks, amazing. So I pulled my little Prize Picks right here, and I'm like, oh, what's going on in the world of Prize Picks today? We got some football coming up, so let's get ourselves ready for that. Oh, how about this? How you set a lineup with Prize Picks. You pick two or more players based on their projected stats. Matthew Stafford, more or less. That's what you're picking. 255.5 passing yards. I'm going to go with more on that one. And let's see here. Jared Stidham, 191.5 passing yards, more or less. That's a sneaky one right there. That's how you choose a lineup. Now, when you play your first lineup, $5. That's it. That's all you got to play your first lineup. They're going to give you $50 in lineup straight into your account, win or lose. It is America's #1 fantasy sports app. You already understand the games. You get the players, all the sports you can think of are there. Why not start winning right now with Prize Picks? You win up to 2,000 times your money. Take advantage of it. Use my code Chad when you download the app today and get that free $50 in lineup straight into your account after you play your first $5 lineups with Prize Picks. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be 21 in Tennessee. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-889-9789. All right, guys. Cold is coming. You need USS to get out there and handle some business. United Structural Services ready to come out there right now. Your home, that's where your heart is. That's where you put your money. That's where you put your life. That is your future, and you want to protect it. USS can come out and do that. Water can get in places. Pipes, we know, can burst. This stuff could happen to you sooner rather than later. Get ahead of it. If you're worried about water, your basement, crawl space, wet. Next thing you know, you're not paying attention because you can't see it. What ends up happening? Wood rot, mold, it becomes nasty. Then the foundation, let's get it handled with USS. They'll come out to you. They'll take care of you. They're not going to charge anything. They're going to give you a free once-over look, and they're incredible. And if you have to have work, there's nobody better in the business to handle it. So what are you waiting for? Handle it before it gets too late. Don't let something snowball into something massive like an avalanche. Call USS today. They're more than a team of problem solvers. They're your neighbors, and they care about their customers. Visit USSTN.com to learn more or call 615-488-7855. At USS, we're more than waterproofing. We're committed. We're trustworthy. We are USS.
A split vote on the Metro Council when it comes to public safety. I'll tell you about it at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
No public safety for you.
We don't want any public safety in this town.
Keep your stupid cameras over there. You're going to be spying on us. Bunch of spy people. We don't need any of that.
Let the drunken taverns run wild. Especially those ones you peddle.
That's right. Now what's sad is somebody's sister-in-law's on a board somewhere that was going to sell everybody those silly cameras and monitor them, and she was going to get a fat $4.5 million contract, whatever it was going to end up being for their company, and she was going to get some kickbacks, and everything was going to go great. Now, no, because that's politics.
Now, I think weren't kickbacks, didn't we prove that's just a myth?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a myth the way that everybody thinks that somebody just, still, some people do.
Yeah.
But, the way it's done now is they're not even pretending anymore. I can't believe my cousin runs a place that films people for security services and got a contract here. That's a shocker to me. I mean, we were best friends growing up, but I haven't talked to him in weeks. When did he start this company? 3 days ago?
Just so
How
happens
did I get invested in it?
Just so happens I've got a guy for this, fellas.
Politics is so incestuous. I mean, it is, we all think, everybody freaked out over, Hunter Biden, right? Everybody did. Go look at all of them. Hunter was nothing compared to a vast majority of these people. Nothing.
Well, and you look at how rich a lot of Congress people have become since they became Congress people.
Yeah. I mean, like who was it that I was watching? It might have been Birch that said, or it was Massey that she's not even in the top 10. The amount of trading and some of the things that these people have done. They're not even, it's not even close. And it includes this president.
Maybe that's why about half of the 24 congressmen running for re-election are 80 years old.
Maybe.
They're holding on to it, man.
Well, yeah, they do. Their kids got to have a legacy. Right? That's the other thing, too. Doesn't that drive you crazy when they slide their wife or their son or daughter right into that position? They'll quit a year before, and that person's going to take over, and then they're going to run on that. Oh, it's so incestuous.
Like when Sarah Huckabee took over for her dad.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, they all slide him in. The thought about Feinstein's daughter was going to take over. Pelosi's daughter thought about it. I mean, they just roll them in all the time. The wives, all of this, the husbands, whatever. It's just so infuriating.
It's going to be interesting to see if Congressman Burchett gets that bill through that, keeps members of Congress from trading.
There's no way that's getting through.
Yeah, there's no way that's getting through. Like, would you see Tim Scott? Not Tim Scott, but Scott out in Florida. Forget his name. But he's all, well, we got to make money too. It's not illegal.
How are we supposed to live on $500,000 a year?
Yeah, settle down, Latrell Sprewell. All right. If you guys don't know who that was, he had made $83 million, and he said, how can I live on I got a family. How can I live on $15 million a year, whatever he was making? Coming up, hour number 2 of the program. Yes, we're going to have our weather update, so be prepared for that. Snowmageddon is heading towards us. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
1 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Going to tell you about weekend snow, weekend ice, bitter cold. A split vote on Metro Council last night approved new tactical equipment for police, but rejected an effort to upgrade downtown security cameras. The money comes from a state public safety grant controlled by the Nashville Downtown Partnership. The council heard nearly 2 hours of emotional public comment, mostly from residents opposed to expanding surveillance. Police will still receive funding for items like an armored vehicle and a mobile command center. A South Nashville spa is at the center of a prostitution investigation that led to 2 arrests. Police say 50-year-old Lin Chen offered an undercover detective sexual acts for $300. Officers also arrested 59-year-old Jing Chan, who they say was running the business while on probation. Investigators recovered condoms, business keys, and the phone used to take client calls. Nashville's proposed Tesla tunnel project has hit a new milestone. The Boring Company announcing its tunneling machine set to start mining as soon as final approvals come through. The 13-mile Music City Loop would use all electric vehicles to move passengers quickly underground between downtown and the airport. The company says the system is designed to be zero emissions and high speed and doesn't use any taxpayer money. New details out about the life flight crash that claimed the life of flight nurse Alan Williams. The NTSB says the helicopter turned back toward base after a call was canceled when the crew reported a medical emergency involving the pilot. The paramedic attempted to slow the aircraft and direct it to a nearby field, but the helicopter hit trees and went down. No mechanical failures were found in the wreckage. And after enjoying a bump in November, pending home sales plunged last month. ABC's Jim Ryan has a look at the National Association of Realtors survey.
Between November and December, according to the NAR, pending sales of existing homes fell 9.3%, with all regions of the country losing ground. The year-over-year decline hit 3%. Analysts say rising home prices and fewer listings offset lower interest rates, dragging down sales to their lowest in 5 months.
Entertainment news. The inductees for the 2026 class of the Songwriters Hall of Fame has been announced. Terry Britton and Graham Lyle, a duo responsible for a string of hits in the 1980s, going to join Kenny Loggins, Taylor Swift, Alanis Morissette, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley. Here is one of Britton and Lyle's hits sung by Tina Turner.
We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home.
That ceremony set for June 11th at the Marriott Marquis Hotel in New York City. The public is not allowed. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
A lot of good stuff to get to this hour. We're not giving up. Somebody's still fighting with me over the Baja Men. Baja Men. Who let the dogs out? Trump was in Davos. Very pretty place. Very pretty. And basically told the world, we need it. It's going to be great. You guys have windmills. They're stupid. You're losers. It's one of the things he talked about. It's so Trump.
Produces just 1/3 of the total energy from all sources that it did in 1999. Think of that, 1/3. And they're sitting on top of the North Sea, one of the greatest reserves anywhere in the world, but they don't use it. And that's one reason why their energy has reached catastrophically low levels with equally high prices. High prices, very low levels. Think of that, 1/3. And you're sitting on top of the North Sea, and they like to say, well, you know, that's depleted. It's not depleted. It's got 500 years. They haven't even found the oil. The North Sea is incredible. They don't let anybody drill. Environmentally, they don't let them drill.
Losers. Environmentally. So he's not going to take it by force, whole Greenland. And the Euros backed out of the, what?
He's just going to browbeat them until they go, enough is enough.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those kids that just won't shut up. And you're like, just give him a popsicle. Just give him the popsicle.
Give him one of the small islands on the fringe and tell him it's Greenland.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, which he messed up a couple times. He kept getting Iceland and Greenland and everything messed up today. But at the end of the day, he said we may pay for it. And I'm trying to figure out how that works. They don't want any part of us, by the way. They want no part of anything that we're doing. And they don't want us to come there and strip mine their entire nation. Because that's probably what would have to happen. And it would take years. Decades and decades just to get to certain areas. So we still see. They've promised that we can have some of theirs. You know, we could use some of the land. Obviously, we've been there before during the late 80s, well, mid 80s and 90s. One time we had 10,000, people on Greenland, and it didn't tip over. So that's good. So tell Hank Johnson that. It is that time of the program with the dangerous stuff coming that we turned it over to the Weather Wizard to ask the question, where the hell is it?
Now it's time for the Weather Wizard's Snowpocalypse 2026 update.
All right, snow's coming in. It's an Arctic blast heading our way. Give it to us, baby.
All right, let's start with the weekend snow, shall we? Here's what the National Weather Service Nashville is saying right now. Up to a 90% chance of at least 3 inches.
Okay.
70% chance of at least 6 inches. 50% chance of at least 9 inches of snow starting Friday night through Sunday.
Wow.
Here's the dangerous part. Well, there's a lot of danger, but here's the one that is really what we got to pay attention to after the snow that falls. An 80% chance of at least 0.1 inch of ice on top of the snow.
Whew. It's coming.
That's not what you want.
No.
You do not want that. And that's mainly along and south of I-40 where they're worried about the ice falling. And then with all of that, you've got bitter cold. We're not going to get above freezing starting Friday night. That could last all the way into the middle of next week.
Yes, indeed. So Friday, high of about 38, overnight low about 18. Saturday, high 25, low of 22. But then Sunday, 27, low of 11. And then Sunday to Monday, 23 is the high Monday, low of 4.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's PJ weather. So you guys better buckle up. You guys make sure you keep it right here. Now, how are you set up out there if things go sideways and we need you, the weather wizard?
I run over to my breakfast nook and fire it up.
Oh, the breakfast nook. I like that.
Got me a little TV, got me 2 computer screens.
So you're going to go over there to the breakfast nook. You get that fired up. We don't know about Matt because Matt's out in the middle of, like where I used to live in the Valley of the Dirt People. So I was out in the middle of godforsaken nowhere. Matt's kind of there, but a little greener. And we don't know how he will be set up. We know Chris obviously is, and Dan is. And Dan should probably stay home if he can continue to break the microphones here anyways. Break your own stuff, dude. So, yeah, I'm, and everybody's like, Chad, you're the one. I'm the one. I walk right in here. And I will, too, wearing my shorts. Everybody's like, will you wear shorts on Monday? I will wear shorts on Monday.
Brother Chad will do that.
I will. I got no problem with that. I will wear it. It is going to, but it's going to be cold. All kidding aside, though, I keep saying this. If you got a neighbor that's a little elderly, your great aunt, whoever it is that you think may need some assistance, especially as it gets towards the weekend, make sure you double, quadruple check because while the heat kills more, the cold kills fast.
Yeah.
So it is going to be it's going to be interesting to see how much we actually get. So I'm hoping, we get a little bit of snow. My kids are super excited. My wife is super excited. She is planning for Armageddon.
Yeah, you said she's got a backup plan.
She's got a backup. I mean, we got 40 pounds of rice. I'm like, for what? Who are we feeding? How long do you think this is going to last?
That's awesome. 40 pounds of rice.
She got this giant bag of rice. She went today. She was so excited. She takes out these bag things that she got, I don't know, on Amazon or Temu. And that's where you go and you put water in them. And that way you can store the water. She's like, I'm so excited to use these. I'm like, what? So we got that, and we got the backup generator, everything. So we're ready to roll. She told the kids this is the warm room because our house is all like hardwood floor except for one room in the house has carpeting, and that's our warm room. So that'll be the warm room.
Our warmest room in our house is the upstairs bathroom. Because it's right in the middle of everything. And for some reason, the vent in our upstairs bathroom, not the one in our bedroom, but just like, right there in the middle of all the bedrooms. I mean, man, that heat it is just blasting in that room.
Oh, see? So that's where you guys go.
Yeah, we might be spending the weekend, everybody in our bathroom upstairs.
If this becomes The Day After Tomorrow. What's that movie? That's The Day After Tomorrow, right? Is that the one where everything froze?
It was The Day After.
Yeah. The day after tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow.
That was a big deal when that thing came out, man.
Oh, I remember that was Dennis Quaid, and Jake Gyllenhaal was a young Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, you two are thinking of two different movies.
What movie?
He's thinking about the nuclear war movie.
Oh, I was thinking about the one where everything froze. Remember that? The Day After Tomorrow?
Oh, that.
Yeah. You know what's great about that movie? If I'm correct, South Park did a marionette version of it. They got a hold of the script. For whatever reason, they had the full script, and they went and did a full marionette thing of them, and they were threatened they were going to try to release it on the same day.
I'll make you guys a deal. When I get my luxury underground bunker, when it hits the fan, you guys bring the food. I'll provide the shelter.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now, we won't know where you are because you're so secretive. Now, so let's say we want to come to are you going to come pick us up, blindfold us?
That will be protocol, sir, yes.
Okay. Are we going to have to do like in that movie Taken, where I have to think about, okay, a mile left, 2 miles right. I hear something. We're going to have to do that kind of thing?
Well, if you're capable of doing that, I might have to gas you until we get there. Okay. And then wake you up again.
We're like the Daredevil.
I know.
He can't see, but he can't see, but he can see.
Yeah, he could pick up. He can like a was it a whale? I can figure stuff out. So be prepared, kids. It's coming. Somebody just texted in and said, I hope and pray not even the Democrats lose power through this.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Please, God, in Jesus' name, amen on that one. It's going to be cold, but I don't think it's going to be. I'm sure we're going to have some power outages, and it also depends how bad, like the grid. Is the grid ready for it?
Well, after the couple of Christmases ago, TVA says they have taken care of that. That they have made some upgrades that they will be able to distribute enough energy for everybody to
No, you should be if you're going to steal all that land from people. You know what? We should be lucky that AI's not and all those big facilities aren't up, because otherwise the only thing that would be warm would be those facilities. So, and the heating oil too. If you guys are not paying attention, heating oil, it sounds, like the oil's down and gas prices are down. Heating oil prices are through the roof, and this right now is really stretching because so many natural gas, heating oil are on that. And it's coming through the Northeast and, into, God, I don't know who lives in the Midwest this time of year. When I was in Arizona, we used to get the snowbirds from there. They would come out they'd come out October 1st or November 1st, and they'd prep their houses, right?
Yeah.
Make sure everything worked, everything's on. Then they would come out the 1st of December, and they would stay out all the way through till May. The first time the 100 degrees hits, and it gets there, they're gone after Memorial Day. Gone. But I get it. Was it minus 50 wind chill through the Great Lakes area, Chicago, parts of Wisconsin?
Good grief, man.
Goodness me, that's insane.
Just think about it, in cities like that, a lot of people, who work downtown, and there are a lot of people in those cities who work downtown, they don't have vehicles. They got to walk to the trains.
Yes.
Imagine walking in something like that.
I know. It is, because you'll see that, right? You go back and they'll look at one of those old 1970s things, and they're asking people, that's going to be minus 32, and they're outside bundled up in fur coats and stuff, and they're walking. It's really cold out here. This sucks. Buffalo's the worst. And the heat's always coming up from the ground. Yeah, it's awful. Luckily, we're complaining. It's going to be cold here, but it ain't going to be that bad.
Everybody had fur coats back in the 70s.
Yeah, well, you had to, right? You can't be big pimping without a fur coat.
I remember there for a while, in middle school, all the girls had these rabbit fur coats.
Oh, yeah.
Multicolored coats. It was rabbit fur.
I used to have seal, little baby seal. It was good. It was cheap. It was do-it-yourself one, so it was weird. I got kicked out of SeaWorld. So.
Well, they're easy to sneak up on.
They are. They don't fight back. Oh, God, somebody's going to be mad at me. Oh, Lindsay Halligan has left the DOJ after the judge called her leadership a charade. I would say charade, but it's a charade. This is not going well for them in some of these things. You wonder why I gave Pam Bondi an F yesterday in my grading of some of these people? There's a perfect example.
She was the one they tasked with going after Letitia James?
Yeah, and Comey.
Oh, and James Comey.
And do you remember that they told her she filled out everything wrong, and then she just went in the next room and she's tried to erase some stuff and rewrite it. And they're like, "Are you serious right now?
Man.
Are you being serious, Clark?" The good news is she's hot, so you'll go from there.
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. Trump will get her a job, right, at Mar-a-Lago as the head counsel at Mar-a-Lago, just in case something goes wrong there. White Woman Wednesday. We got some good white women for you. Oh, wait, we got Kylie's been on a roll, guys, and there's several to choose from. I'm going to run it by the guys during the break to find out which one we might go with, but there are several. She is definitely angry. Could be the drinking one, right? Could be just you pick it. These white women, a.k.a. the Jessicas, because it's no longer the Karens.
Oh, yeah, the Jessicas.
The Jessicas.
Is she drunk in the drinking one?
No, she's talking about men in the drinking one.
Oh.
So, she's never drunk. Are you kidding? She's got to be awake so she can see all the racism and sexism and misogyny going on and the homophobia and whatnot. You can't be drunk and then see it, because then you were like, was that a figment of my imagination? Or is everybody saying the N-word? Oh, my God. Because it only happens to her.
That's right.
Only happens to her. We'll talk about that. It's Fred Head, Chad Benz Show. Super Talk, 997.
Time anywhere. Subscribe today. Super Talk TV, powered by 99.7 WTN.
All right, guys. Bulwark Capital. My buddies at Bulwark are having an amazing free live webinar, right? You just log on, and they're explaining to you what they do at Bulwark Capital. It is the New Year Reset. It is happening 29th this month, 5:30 our time, free to attend. They're going to talk about what it is they do. They show you everything. They bring everything out for you to look, check out, all of that stuff, and they even show you how, if you will, the sausage is made when it comes to what it is they do when it comes to investing for your retirement, your investments across the board. It is something that worst case scenario is you learn a little something. It's 29th of this month. It is the New Year reset. It is 5:30 our time. They're going to show you about the opportunities they look for, especially the low risk opportunities, lower volatility, and the global aspect of how it is that they invest as active managers. So that's what I want you to do. You can go register now, absolutely free at knowyourriskpodcast.com, knowyourriskpodcast.com. They'll also do a New Year's they're doing it for the whole year, which is a full look at your portfolio, giving you a second set of eyes to what's going on with your retirement and investments, absolutely free. Sign up today at knowyourriskpodcast.com for their free New Year Reset live webinar for my friends at Bulwark Capital. It's happening on the 29th of this month at 5:30 our time. Investment advisors are off the Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Invest involved risk, not a guarantee past performance, not guarantee future results. Trek 2605.
All right, drivers, we've got a crash 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. We had a false threat call that prompted a strong police response at a high school here in Middle Tennessee today. We're going to tell you all about that and other top stories coming up at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
A lot of text coming in. Somebody said, if we get snow, I want video of Dan Mandis doing snow angels. That'd be good.
Brother Dan might oblige him on that.
You might.
Yeah, he'd be doing snow demons.
Oh, did you see he called him a demon? A demon. I don't think he's a demon. I think it's very nice. It's not very demony. Somebody said, we're talking about walking around. In Green Bay, Wisconsin, you could walk the whole downtown without going inside. They've got tons of sky bridges and crossovers and crosswalks.
Smart.
Yeah, that's good. Here's the other thing. It's going to be minus 18 tomorrow in Green Bay.
Good grief.
So
Good grief.
minus 18. So I'm glad they have crosswalks, but no, nobody's going outside. I don't even know who lives in Green Bay.
I think Minneapolis has that too, don't they? Like downtown, they've got tunnels.
Yes.
That you can get around in. That's smart.
And let me tell you something. There's not going to be a lot of chaos over the next few days down there. Right? I mean, can we just be honest with the whole...
Yeah, it's getting ready to get real cold now.
That ain't happening, kids. That ain't happening. Before we get to that, though, it is Wednesday. And Wednesday, we do the one-hit wonder. We also do White Woman Wednesday.
PhD telling workers what they ought to be. Let me center your experience. She said, speaking over everyone. Got a thread for every human sin, but blocks you if you don't chime in. It's White Woman Wednesday.
That's right, white women doing all the things that they do. The new Jessicas, that's what they're called. No longer Karens.
I wonder what the Karens think about that.
They're complaining already. They're already talking to the manager. Oh, my God. Don't be that lady. Don't be that lady. Even if you have the right to say something at some point, you just go, don't be that lady. You know who is that lady? This lady. Who? It's Kylie. Belle, tell everybody what happened to Kylie. She had an opportunity to go what school?
She had a scholarship to white, but she chose brown.
She chose brown, and she just got herself accepted into a master's program of, I'm sure, some sort of humanities, some sort of art thing at Penn, which is always good. She's a substitute teacher, and she is always a victim.
I rarely let men buy me drinks, and here are 3 reasons you should do the same. Number 1, there is no such thing as a free drink. You will pay with your sanity and with your company. Even if you try to get the drink and leave, they will follow you around and they will find you, and it basically just feels like you have a mini stalker for the night. Don't do it. Number 2, men do roofie women. There are a lot of men who simply go to bars to be on the prowl, and they will put something in your drink and they will potentially do something to you. I've heard a lot of stories about this, especially in the South. Girls who went to Clemson or USC and they were roofied and subsequently don't remember what happened, but they know it was bad. Not trying to scare you, but it is a reality, especially at clubs in big cities. And reason number 3, even if you meet a nice guy who buys you a drink, he's going to expect something sexual from you because they see purchasing drinks as wanting a service in return. And that literally happened to me. This man bought me a $16 drink last Friday at the club, which I could have bought myself. Immediately goes, is there somewhere private we can go? Get the out of my face. You think a $16 drink is going to be enough for me to just like disappear with you into the back rooms? Safe out there, y'all. Okay, bye.
Guy probably stole the coat.
You know the difference between a roofie and a brick?
What?
About $1.25.
Oh! We have issues here, in Broadway. You always hear stories about that.
Oh, yeah. It was rampant there for a couple of years ago. It was pretty rampant.
Yeah, but for her, though, nobody's roofing you. They're roofing themselves. I don't want to be here.
She cracks me up.
Yeah, she is.
Something is constantly happening to her.
All the time. And that's why she will never accept a drink from any man ever, because they will they're going to have sex with her if she accepts it.
Can we find somewhere private? I said no.
Yeah, who's... like, you're standing next to the speaker. I'd like to talk to you.
They need to be thankful that her plan is to reject the drinks, because if she accepts and they try to get to know her, it's going to be like, oh my God, this woman's crazy. Why am I wasting my time?
Oh, yeah,
I just wasted $16.
Oh, $16 for a drink. Good God.
What was that, downtown Nashville?
No, that was Chicago. Remember, she lives in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. She lives in Chicago. And the place she lives, people think black people can't buy apartments or live in the same things, but she's here to tell you they can.
3325 said, roofie her just to shut her up.
Yeah. Did you? No, nobody did anything to you. Nobody did anything. We just wanted you to shh. We kidnapped you to shh.
Oh, my gosh. Kylie.
Oh, Kylie. Don't worry. There's more kids. There's so much more. She has been on a roll. We got a lot more of her. And remember that lady asked for the deposit on dating? We got an update on her.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got an update on her. Bunch of other good stuff on the way. Trump was in Davos today, and he said, nah, 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 nah. That's pretty much about it. It's kind of I don't even know what he was doing. I couldn't tell you. Apparently, we're going to take Greenland, but we're not going to take it. But we need its absolute strategy of something. It's the most important thing in the history of important things right now. And so I don't think we're going to do it.
After that, it's the moon and Antarctica.
Yeah. We all signed a... Remember,
doesn't matter. It's unfair agreement.
I wasn't president when it was signed, so it doesn't exist. It only exists if and nobody's buying. Nobody's going to defend it if it's a lease. Nobody's going to defend a lease.
A lease.
That's what he kept saying. Nobody's going to defend a lease. You have to own it. You'll defend something you own, but not a lease. Oh, lordy. Oh, good times. Plus, we got more on the frozen weather coming your way. Get ready for it. It is Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
1:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Tell you about weekend snow, ice, and bitter cold. A false threat call prompted a strong police response at Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro this morning. Officers arrived quickly, placed the school on a precautionary hold while they checked the campus. That means that kids stay in their homerooms. Rumors online suggested guns were drawn, but officials stressed there was no confirmed active threat. No injuries occurred. No arrests have been made. Then here in Nashville, Metro Nashville Public Schools confirming a threatening note at Antioch High School turned out to be a false alarm. And that investigation comes nearly a year after that deadly shooting there in the school cafeteria. Authorities say they've identified the man responsible for multiple cases of unlawful photography of Middle Tennesseans. Investigators arrested 46-year-old Kevin T. Jackson after reviewing footage from 2 Nashville stores where women reported him taking photos up their skirts. Police say the same man tied to a 2025 incident in Franklin involving a young girl. Jackson booked in both counties, later released on bond. There's renewed momentum behind marijuana policy changes in Tennessee. Democratic Representative Antonio Parkinson wants to allow limited homegrown marijuana, saying the government doesn't need to know how residents use it, but he says it would be illegal if you try to sell it. Meanwhile, a Republican-led bill would task state researchers with outlining what a medical marijuana system would look like here. Lawmakers say the recent federal reclassification of marijuana is influencing the renewed discussion. And another recall affecting people who own Ford and Lincoln vehicles.
Engine block heaters installed in certain Ford Focuses, Ford Escapes, and Lincoln MKCs could develop a leak and spark a fire. That's according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which is recalling more than 116,000 of those vehicles made between 2013 and 2019. Drivers are being told to keep an eye out for warning lights indicating low coolant levels or a loss of heat in the cabin. NHTSA says it's aware of issues with 12 Escapes that have the 2-liter 4-cylinder. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather is next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
From the Beacon Capital Management Weather Center.
A few rain showers today. I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Melanie Layden. High temperatures back in the upper 40s, so feeling warmer today. We will see scattered showers this afternoon and through the evening, clearing out tonight. Tomorrow, we're still warm with some sunshine, turning colder on Friday, and we are still on track to see wintry weather this weekend.
This is paid placement.
Snow and ice.
All right, guys. Tell you something. Beacon Capital Management. It's awesome. You need to talk to them because they can help you in so many ways. Here's the beauty about Beacon is it's not just, oh, they do this or they do that, right? Whether it is your retirement, right? So you're in retirement and you're worried, am I going to outlive it? Beacon can help you with that. Maybe you worry about health care, taxes, especially with the one big, beautiful bill, very big. There's opportunities there for you to get some deductions that maybe you never even thought of or you weren't quite sure what's in there because even though you've heard some of the stuff, do you really know anything about it? Beacon does. That's the beauty of them. Long-term care, which is a big deal right now, estate planning, they can help you with all of this. This is what I want you to do. I can give you a free, personalized financial consultation. So call them up. They're local. You can go visit them. It's simple and easy. 615-488-9303. They're amazing. Take care of you. Maybe you need one of these. Maybe you need all of these. But it's always good to have a conversation, and they're incredible. Call Beacon today, 615-488-9303. Check them out online at beaconcm.com. This is a paid placement. Dun, 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 dun. Here's some real news. We got some Trump, right? We're only going to do it once, so be prepared for it. The rest of the time, we're going to talk about other stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump in Davos today.
I have tremendous respect for both the people of Greenland and the people of Denmark. Tremendous respect. But every NATO ally has an obligation to be able to defend their own territory. And the fact is, no nation or group of nations is in any position to be able to secure Greenland other than the United States. We're a great power, much greater than people even understand. I think they found that out 2 weeks ago in Venezuela. We saw this in World War II when Denmark fell to Germany after just 6 hours of fighting and was totally unable to defend either itself or Greenland. So the United States was then compelled, we did it, we felt an obligation to do it, to send our own forces to hold the Greenland territory. And hold it we did, at great cost and expense. They didn't have a chance of getting on it, and they tried. Denmark knows that. We literally set up bases on Greenland for Denmark. We fought for Denmark.
He also went on to say that if it wasn't for us, you guys would speaking German and a little bit of Japanese. Smidge.
He leaves out the entire story about the trade for the Virgin Islands, though.
Yeah, he leaves all that out. And he still leaves out the fact that this has already been decided in court. It's been signed, sealed, and delivered. They do have that piece of paper. But you don't understand. There's a way around it. We're going to get it. It's going to be ours. You can't stop us. I'm telling you guys right now, I need it so bad. Do you think he made a bet? You know, I saw a lot of people today going, it's the 25th Amendment. It's the 20. Here's what I'll say. First of all of you shut up who are freaking out because Joe Biden was nutty. He was gone. He was lost. He was nowhere to be found. Still isn't. I mean, he was like a broken Roomba at times. He's right. Now, if Donald Trump...
I only laugh because it's true.
It's so true. He was like getting off this, like, where's he going? If Donald Trump was a stoic thinker and a guy who was not erratic, I would, and this is what was going on, I would absolutely say we would have to look at the 25th Amendment at that point in time. If this personality changed that much, this is nothing new. This was here in the first term. This is here prior to that. So, no, he hasn't changed more. Is he as sharp as he once was? No, he's 80. Is he slowed down a bit? Of course, he's 80. But is he still going? Yeah. So for all the wackadoos out there, it's like the 25th Amendment. Like I say, he was always like this. Nothing new.
He got up yesterday and did an hour-and-a-half press conference.
It may still be going on.
Biden couldn't manage 10 minutes.
No.
Before he
didn't
started
do an hour and a
fade.
half his entire 4 years.
Yeah.
He didn't.
You mean you guys aren't buying what Morning Joe said?
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? This is the best Biden I've ever seen. Really? There's worse Biden?
If it's worse, we're in trouble.
No. I mean, it is. And so do I think we're going to get something done? I think at some point in time, yeah, you know, everybody's all very small things that we're going to be able to do there with the Golden Dome. As everybody says, it's a Golden Dome, it's a Golden Dome. Very limited because the years it's going to take to get us to even be able to do stuff on there, I don't think people realize with that, this is not just an ice cube floating in the water in certain areas. It's a continent of ice. And, you know, going down, doing some of the stuff that we're going to need to do. No, but we can still do it. Here's the other thing. They said we can do it. The difference is it's going to be joint. It's going to be the Danes and it's going to be ours as well.
And they just happen to be our ally.
Well, not according to Trump. Not as good as they should be. We love the Danish people. They're good people. Their names are like Shurky and Snarky. I like that's a good name. I was thinking of naming my kid Flurky. I went with Baron. Saved a woman today. If you guys didn't see it, it's on the cover of the Daily Mail. Saved a woman from being beaten up on a Skype call or something. I was like, what? I was like trying to read the article. But as far as the Golden Dome, it's a Golden Dome. They're going to get a deal done. Now, here's a question. Are we willing to spend $1 trillion or $2 trillion? Here's another question. They don't want us. Right? They don't. We forget that they don't want to be a part of us as a nation. I mean, they like their life there, and so there is let's think about this for a second, guys. At some point in time, can we all just take a step back and go, the amount of money we're spending, the math isn't mathing, and, we're heading towards everybody, you got to work till you're 83 before you get retirement.
And if you're living on Greenland, you really have little to no interest in having a McDonald's or a Starbucks near you.
No, you don't. You don't want our health care. You don't want to be a part of our nation. I get it. They should have a say in this too, by the way.
And, if you get these people together that have been living under a market economy with heavy welfare state added in, they're going to be their single House rep will be voting Democrat, and their 2 senators will be voting Democrat. So think about that.
Yeah, there you go. You guys want that? In the Golden Dome and all this stuff, they keep. Here's the thing. Somebody said, so you're okay with Russia holding it or China? They're never going to hold it. They're never going to hold it. First of all, it's a NATO ally. So that's never going to happen. That isn't.
Yeah, that already protects it.
Yeah. So, and they're willing to let us partner with them without bringing them into the fold. That's all we're saying.
Well, and I think last week, Denmark or somebody last week actually said we would even be open to the United States building another base.
Yeah. We had 10,000 people there in the 80s and 90s during the Cold War at one time. We had several bases, and they're willing to allow us to do all of the things that we need to do to a certain point, because they also don't want to see their nation absolutely look outside their window and see 50,000 machines cracking away at their world.
$38 trillion in debt. We need to build another base.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
And we already have a base there, just in case we're going to go to space. Here's another thing: if we buy it from them, is everybody happy giving them a whole bunch of money? At what point do we look up and say, "Man, now the amount of debt that we owe is, and the interest on that debt is becoming untenable. It's becoming itself a true national security threat." So, I mean, it's just coming at it in a way that's a little bit different. Let's work with him. He said he's not going to take him by force. I don't even know. Again,
I don't think he ever was.
No.
That's just Trump.
But
that's how Trump does things, man.
And the Danes and the Europeans, they stopped the trade negotiations today. Full stop.
They'll restart it.
They'll restart it. Well, I think there a lot of them are pushing to do the what do they call it? The trade bazooka.
The trade bazooka.
Yeah, they call it the anti-coercion, which is something that they can do, and they can actually they can pinpoint even states inside of this and say, oh, here's a red state. We're going to crush this red state, blame it on Trump, and then watch what happens. They can do that. Now, I don't know if they're going to, but everything's a negotiation, and we're going to be fine. Why do we have to? Again, it's our ally. Do you think that China or Russia are going to end up in the UK? No.
Here's what I wonder. I wonder if up until Trump, all of negotiations, even with our allies, were exactly what Trump is doing, only it was always under wraps. It was always behind doors. Whereas Trump, he just comes out and says it.
Yeah.
I mean, he just throws it out there.
Yeah, he does. Just because you think it doesn't always mean you need to say it. It's the same thing when he tells everybody, oh, the CIA did it. The CIA's like, stop telling him what we're doing. He's the kind of guy that goes, if he was a quarterback, we're going to run the ball to the left. We're doing it. You can't stop us. Like, now we got to call a new play because he told everybody what we're doing.
Omaha! That means we're going to be handing it off right up the middle.
Oh, he is. But it's just, we'll be fine. They'll come up with some deal. He's got other issues, though. While all this is going on, people are still wondering, okay, life still seems to be more expensive. The housing market's not doing well.
Well, that and I think a lot of people are really starting to get angry at the fact that, and this comes back to Congress, those who are in favor of Trump's executive orders want them codified, and there's not any movement on that.
No, they still have we're still, 16 years into Obamacare, and he threw that thing out last week, like, we're going to make things cheaper and stuff, and no more insurance company money.
And that's always worked out when you heard that from a politician, hasn't it?
Always, yeah. They've been spot on. And you're right, they haven't codified a thing. And I don't think they're going to. So
it's going to be difficult, I tell you that, man.
Yeah, they do.
These margins are slim.
Slim. And you're also looking at a situation here, too, where you got really a month, starting in March. When do most of the primaries and stuff take place?
August.
So you've got probably till April to get things rock and rolling. And if things aren't really taken off the way that he wants, and there's a slowdown, like that we talked today about the housing market, that is not a good look at all. There's a slowdown in spending. I saw that the millennials and Gen Z aren't spending at all this month. I mean, it's cratered. So there's a slowdown, and he needs to make sure that this is taken care of, right? We got to get this done. And by the way, we're close to another shutdown. We forget that. The end of this month, we're shut down again. Unless we get health care. And I already told you guys my plan, don't get sick. And that's a good one.
I guess the one encouraging thing is Chuck Schumer did say, like, right around the new year that they were not going to shut the government down.
No. Although that was prior to the ICE insanity. It was also prior to the ICE insanity.
And then again, is Chuck's party really behind him?
Mm-mm. No. Although Hakeem said the same thing, because I think their fear is the Republicans took the most of the blame in the first one. We might take most of the blame in the second one. Plus, the Democrats got, in some ways, what they wanted, which is now with the healthcare the way it is, they haven't come up with a plan, and you're going to see the rates rise. People are not there. Let's be real. The numbers are what the numbers are. The math is mathing as far as people not signing up for it, and the people that did, those prices went way up, and the thought was that's going to hurt them, not us. So,
did you see where United Healthcare, our brand new healthcare carrier, is going to give rebates to their Obamacare patients?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awfully nice of them. Look at that.
But they're an evil insurance company.
They're going to charge us, everybody else, more.
Sure, of course.
But, they're going to pass that on to us. All right. We're going to talk about dating because, the dating lady who wants you to pay a deposit, she's back. Because I guess some people are offended. And this one lady who is telling everybody what her deposit is right out in the open, what it is to go out with her.
Tell her what mine is.
What is yours?
Never mind.
I need to find out now. We're going to find that out off air because I have a feeling it's very dirty. And that makes me laugh. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 987. Relief Factor is incredible. I want you to try Relief Factor. $19.95, 3-week jumpstart for you. It's less than a cup of coffee a day. Now, Relief Factor is so awesome. It's natural. You can take it every single day. And if you struggle, especially when you get older, aches and pains in your joints, in your muscles, right? Inflammation. This targets those pathways where there's inflammation and helps reduce that inflammation so you feel better longer, you feel stronger longer. So much of what is going on when you're working out as you get older is a perfect example for me. It's the recovery anymore. It's not the working out part. It's the same thing, right? So if you spend your years working as a tradesman and your back hurts and your body hurts, trust me, try this. A lot of that's inflammation, and this will help you. Try a Jumpstart trial, right? It's a 3-week quick start for $19.95. you watch what happens. Within a week or two, you're going to feel a huge change with Relief Factor. So, $19.95, less than a cup of coffee. Go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 1-800-4-RELIEF, 1-800, the number 4-RELIEF for Relief Factor.
Some parts of Nashville look like it's rush hour already. Traffic, man. Whew, it's getting bad out there. Over on the East Loop going westbound, we got a crash there at James Robertson Parkway, but both directions are like a parking lot over there on the East Loop. Got a crash 40 eastbound near Church Street. Another one 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. Near Belmont, we got one on Wedgwood Avenue at 65. And an Oak Hill, a crash Harding Place at 65. Metro Council moving forward with several big-ticket purchases for Metro Police. I'll tell you about that and more, too, on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Last week we talked a little dating. There's a little controversy about dating. Remember the lady who set up the new app, right? You got to put a deposit down. Apparently a bunch of men came after her.
Who knew that saying I would require a non-refundable deposit to take me on a date in 2026 would send so many broke men into a spiral? It's almost like they forget that I am paying for a babysitter, transportation, nails, hair, makeup, time, effort. Most of those things cost me money. And yes, I am now dating with intention. I am dating to marry, and I am going to marry a provider. And if that offends you in any way, you were never my target audience. It's like so funny to me that my content is actually rage bait for angry men, because I originally started posting for the girls and just to connect with like other single moms and women in general. But triggering men actually accidentally just became my favorite new hobby. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Okay, you keep doing that.
So she's going to marry a provider and want to make the decision on who the pool boy will be.
Yes. Let me ask you a question out of this, ma'am, as I raise somebody else's children and I realize you're quite hot. Again, if you were $3 nobody's paying any deposit for you. But let's just say I put my deposit down and we go through it and you're like, you're the one. And I'm like, you're the one too. Is it, once I get to that, do I get my money back?
Well, not only that, if she can't afford to do all that stuff for herself pre-date, she can't afford the date.
Yeah, you're right. Now, this lady has already told everybody what her deposit's going to be. And by the way, this guy is hilarious.
If a man wants to take me on a date moving forward, I now require a $100 refundable deposit.
Fellas, it's okay to go eat by yourself. You don't have to take them. I promise you don't. Shit, you want some chips? I got you, bro. I got soda too, bro. You good. I got coupons to other different food places if need be, my guy.
I love that. I got coupons.
Oh, man, that's rich.
It is just...
I mean, the whole thing just reeks of, okay, I'm going to have to kind of be a hooker to go out with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least come out and say it. I want a provider. Here's the thing. She's dating with intention, Belle.
Yeah.
The intention is, you know what? I'm waiting for her to go, I would like to see your credit report, and I would like to see your bank accounts and your retirement.
And also, TV has a good point on the text line. If she's bad in bed, do you get a refund?
No, she's a pillow princess all day. You're not getting anything out of that, I tell you.
Well, she's just looking for a provider.
That's a lot of work for, you know what? It's one of those things. You're like, guys, stay away from it. When I collect reptiles, you guys know this. There is this amazing lizard called a Nile monitor that is beautiful. It's incredible. And you're wondering, why are they so cheap? Go touch one. That's why. Right? Because they're awful. They're awful. It's the same thing here. Right? The things in nature that are bright and shiny, you know what that says? Stay away.
Yes.
They're poisonous.
They're giving you, it's nature's way of warning you.
Absolutely. Coming up. Oh, Lordy Lord. So much good stuff on the way, kids. Yeah, it's One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We got more of Kylie, too. She's hot to trot today. Oh, good times. Bunch of other good stuff on the way. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Nashville's news and talk leader, Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
2 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Again, drivers, it's like a parking lot out there. If you are either direction, the East Loop downtown, the crash is in the westbound lanes at James Robertson Parkway, but it's like a parking lot going both directions. Looks like we've had some rain, so roads are a little wet out there. Folks brake tapping a little bit more. Got a crash over at Capitol View, 40 eastbound near Church Street, and 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. And then we're going to tell you about the big snow and ice storm coming this weekend during the full forecast in 5 minutes. Getting a lot of news alerts on my phone here where apparently President Trump says the U.S. has reached a framework of a future deal with NATO on Greenland. We'll wait for some details on that. Meanwhile, here in Nashville, Metro Council moving forward with several big-ticket purchases for police, including a $2 million mobile command post. That money comes from a $15 million state grant aimed at improving safety downtown. Council members rejected a proposal to replace aging security cameras after strong pushback from some members of the public. Opponents argued those cameras could be misused to monitor people or support future immigration enforcement. Metro Police shut down a spa on Nolensville Pike after reports of prostitution. Investigators say an undercover officer was quoted a price for sex inside the 66 spa. It's going to cost him about $300. Officers arrested the worker, Lin Chen, along with Jing Chen, both of them in their 50s. They were already on probation for a previous case. And the Boring Company says its newest tunneling machine, Proofrock MB1, ready to begin digging in Nashville. The Music City Loop would run from the airport to Lower Broad, cutting travel time to roughly 10 minutes. Officials say the machine can mine at speeds 6 times faster than the company's earlier technology. The project's environmental review was completed last month. Apparently, there's still some permits needed. Federal investigators say a sudden medical emergency in the cockpit led to that deadly Vanderbilt Life Flight crash in Wilson County last fall. The pilot became unresponsive, forcing the flight paramedic to take control of the helicopter. He managed to level the aircraft, but it was still moving too fast before clipping trees and crashing into a field. The crash killed flight nurse Alan Williams, seriously injured the pilot and another crew member. And another recall affecting people who own Ford and Lincoln vehicles. ABC's Mike Dubusky explains.
Ford is recalling more than 116,000 small cars and SUVs, specifically Ford Escapes and Lincoln MKCs made between 2013 and 2019, as well as Ford Focuses made between 2013 and 2018. The issue has to do with the engine block heater, which could crack and leak coolant, causing an electrical fire.
Ford says dealers will inspect and replace the part free of charge. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
There's a framework of a future Greenland deal. So that's good. Now we got it. What do you bet it's going to be a joint operation? That could have just been a joint operation without all the chaos. Maybe. Maybe.
You can't expect him not to stay true to personality.
No, you can't. But that would be the surprise. See, if he goes stoic now, then you're like, something's wrong with him. Like if he just stops talking, doesn't. He tweeted out something that the White House tweeted out something today that I thought, wow. I don't even know what to say at this point in time. Sometimes I think we're heading to, what was that movie that came out with, was it Mike Judd that did it? I always forget the one where it's in the future and everybody's just stupid.
Idiocracy?
We're heading there. We're heading there. I mean, I'm just sitting there going, are you kidding me? Like, this is some of the stuff that we're doing. But no, if he goes stoic now and he goes dark, and I'm not talking about dark attitude, he just goes quiet, then you know something's wrong, right? Like, nothing he's doing now isn't any different than anything he's done in the past. So it is going to be cold here. I just want everybody to know that. We've got you covered from top to bottom, bottom to top.
Now it's time for the Weather Wizard's Snowpocalypse 2026 update.
Tell us about the Snow King. Yeah.
Ben's going to tell us about the snow because we have a lot of snow coming. It's going to be huge. That's that snowpocalypse. What do we got?
Boys, I'm telling you. All right, so right now, National Weather Service in Nashville says there is a 90% chance of at least, well, let me be correct here, a 60 to 90% chance of at least 3 inches of snow.
Oh.
A 40 to 70% chance of at least 6 inches of snow. A 30 to 50% chance of at least 9 inches of snow. Now, the big problem is going to be what comes after the snow falls, if the snow does fall. There is at least a 60 to 80% chance for at least 0.1 inch of snow, of ice. 0.25, a quarter inch, 50 to 70%, and a half inch, 30 to 50% for ice, and that's mainly along and south of I-40. And that's us, because we're south of I-40. I mean, we can see I-40 from our studios. But we're south of I-40. And then it's going to be bitter cold, fellas. We're not going to get above freezing starting Friday night until maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. Batten down the hatches, kids. It's coming. I mean, go outside right now if you want some warmth, because this is about as warm as it's going to get today and tomorrow in the mid-40s.
Yeah.
Must be what Buffalo feels like. It's going to be cold, kids. It's the Arctic blast, the boom.
Yeah, this thing is it's stretching like the models that Channel 4 is showing. It's what's happening, what's going to be happening in Tennessee will be happening in Albuquerque all the way over to the East Coast.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what I heard. You're going to get the moisture hit with the cold, we'll get the snow and all that kind of stuff, but it's stretching in such a weird way because it's kind of coming down the northeastern side, but then it's coming from the west, and then a collision, the bomb. And the next thing you know, we're all outside calling our good friends in Greenland, going, cured! What animal do I wear to stay warm? And they tell us, we killed a polar bear, and we don't have those here. And we wouldn't be good at that anyways. I don't even think there's polar bears there.
Maybe they can ship us a few and we can take care of it that way.
Maybe. I mean, it's going to be cold.
If there were polar bears in Greenland, I feel sorry for those people.
Yeah, well.
They're like, I mean, that's a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if there is polar bear. Probably not, but you never know. One may have wandered over. Did you see the other day that a coyote swam out to Alcatraz? It's all happening,
they
people.
live in Greenland.
Well, it's all happening. The animals. Today there's a big story about this Austrian cow that's using tools. It used some sort of tool to do some stuff, and they're thinking.
They got 2,200 bears that live along the west coast alone.
Oh, that's a lot.
Wow.
I mean, if you think about that's one for what is it, about 60,000 people, 56,000, give or take.
And if you think a grizzly bear is big,
yeah,
look at how big a polar bear
polar bears is the biggest bear on the planet.
So, isn't it a tie between that and Kodiak?
Something like that.
Because the Kodiak is, by the way, if you want to get attacked by a Kodiak, you have to actually go to the Kodiak Island. You have to make an effort to go there.
I think this may mean an overall mass.
Isn't it where that idiot went?
The guy that got eaten?
Yeah.
Him and his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Nice way to go out together.
Oh, God. Isn't that where they went?
Yes, I think it was.
What was his name?
Timothy Hutchinson, I think.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I got the last name wrong.
Yeah, it was Timothy. He's an idiot.
Timothy Bear Guy.
Timothy Bear Guy.
Bear guy, Timothy Treadwell. Timothy Treadwell. And he would say, "Oh, here's Mr. Grumpy."
Yeah.
Oh,
And they would look at him, and then he did it for several years. He would go back.
Yep.
And I remember that I saw the documentary, and
that's rough.
It's rough because he takes his girlfriend, and the guys that take the plane and drop him off go, man, it's kind of nice. They're very nice people. It's a shame that she's with that idiot kind of thing.
Right.
And then the Bears came, and it was
the camera's rolling the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, they cut a lot of it off in the thing, but you know what's
They
going
literally ate them alive.
Yeah, ate them and tore them apart, like
bears do.
Yeah,
And one bear was heard to say, "It's all right," through the entire mauling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna be friends. And the reason that Kodiak bears are so ferocious is because all the other bears on the outside of outside of the polar bear, they all eat. They're omnivores and they're gonna forage. These things don't have it. There's no snacks out there. They eat meat. They eat salmon and stuff like that. There is no, oh, look, a blueberry.
A blueberry.
I mean, polar bears will go after walrus if they're hungry enough.
Yeah, they will. Absolutely.
And they are relentless. One thing about a bear, if a bear is truly hungry, there is nothing that's going to stop it.
Yes, nothing. Nothing is going to stop it if it's coming for you, if this is what it wants. So polar bears are lankier and longer. Kodiaks are stockier and bigger, and their claws and their teeth, because they're built for eating meat. Right? They're not veggies. They're not vegetarians. Right? The other ones, do you want a salad with your salmon? That's what the Kodiak bears say. We eat protein around here. We're the liver king.
Yeah.
They ate that guy. That was so funny. It was horrible but funny at the same time. I felt bad for her, but you're an idiot. You're like the person that jumps into the cage at the zoo.
Yeah.
We're all rooting for the tiger.
Yeah. You're the person who walks up to the buffalo thinking that they're just these docile animals.
Yeah.
Just want to be pet. They do not want to be pet.
That is my favorite thing. Or the moose. You don't realize how big a moose is. Oh.
Even an elk, man.
Yeah, elk.
A male elk. A bull elk.
A moose looks freakishly large, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They are.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't Rocky and Bullwinkle.
No.
Oh, people are silly. But we don't have to worry about any of that here. No matter how cold it gets, we have no polar bears.
Yeah, we don't have polar bears. We got black bears.
Black bears, but it's not the same.
They'll get you.
They'll get you, but, it's, you got to, what is it? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night.
Definitely.
That's what they say. Because black bears, if you lay down, they'll eat you.
They'll just think, oh, okay, this is
cool.
easy.
This guy gave up. This is a snack, right? But brown bears will be like, what's going on here? Someone quit on me.
I'm following this lady on.
Did it already die?
Yeah.
I'm following this lady on. You guys have probably seen her too. I think it's TikTok or it's Instagram one, probably both. But apparently she has two black bears that will come to her back door. And she thinks they're sweet. They're not sweet. You are giving them food.
Yeah.
And the way, you could just look at the way they're looking at her. If she was to come fully outside, she's gone. Because a black bear, whenever it's lowering its head, it's not doing that because it's sweet. That's a defense move.
Yeah.
And it's ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yeah, you're playing with fire. They don't want to be your friends.
They want to eat.
Now, if you've raised it from a cub, it's a different story.
Yes.
If you've raised some of these things and they've spent their life around humans, it's a different story.
Like Ben in the Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Big Ben. He was just a big old, he'd been raised, I think, from a cub.
Yeah.
With humans.
So it is just, I'm always fascinated by people. Like right now, have you seen what's happening in Australia? 4 shark attacks, same place in 2 days.
That's right.
And they're asking this guy, so what's the best way to not be attacked by a shark? The guy's like, don't go in the water. I don't know. What do you think? If you get attacked by a shark on land, we're screwed. But 4 shark attacks, same area.
Are they great whites? Or do they know?
They're not. One of them they know is a bull. The other 3 they're not certain of.
Yeah.
And one of them's on film.
Oh man.
So it is that one's the bull, but it tore that kid up. He's fighting for his life. But it is but don't go in the water. There you go. How about that?
That's pretty good advice.
Yeah, it's pretty good right there. Jim, what happened? Well, he went in the water, and we told him not to, and he got bit by a shark, so you don't do that. Right there.
Australia. That's a good place to get hurt.
That is. There's a lot of stuff. You get off the plane, they're like, you're probably going to get bit by something. So just be aware.
So you better have your life insurance in order.
That's right. The 60 Minutes just did a huge thing on Sunday night after they did the CCOT thing about the growing number of salties in the water. So not only are you surfing, you got to worry about saltwater crocodiles and sharks. And then when you're on land, they've got like 8 of the 10 deadliest snakes. And let's not forget about the funnel web.
The funnel web spider.
Yeah. So it's all going on.
Some of those some folks in Australia, man. I mean, they like have these giant spiders that just live in their houses.
Yes,
and they've named them.
They've named them, and the reason they do that is because those will take on some of the other critters.
Yes.
So, and they look at it as a sign of bad luck to get rid of those spiders, and they're big too. They're giant.
Man.
Yeah, so Australia's a lot of fun. I'll tell you that right now.
That is a different place, man. I'd love to go.
Oh, yeah. We should all go. We should take the show down there. I was telling, so my favorite thing right now, Ken, I'm telling you, my favorite thing in the world right now is watching the cricket announcers, right? Because it's like this. It's like we're doing a show right now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They're talking about crap during the game. One guy's talking about he went into a porta potty and he farted. And the lady next to him said, "Is that you, Maureen?" Right? While the game's going on. They talk about the most insane stuff. And it's hilarious. You can't take your eye off of it.
That's like what Harry Carey used to do, man.
Harry
He would
Carey.
just talk about somebody he had met.
Oh, hey, look at that guy there. He's the
That's
little guy.
why Will Ferrell's imitation was so spot
So
on.
spot on.
Is he would just do random crap the way Harry would.
Like there couldn't be Harry Carey today. There couldn't be. Because they're like, okay, there's not enough DEI courses that he could take. There isn't. There's not enough. Right? The stuff he said was just so over the top, but he was so beloved, they wouldn't dare fire him in Chicago.
No.
No chance.
It's why we've lost so many characters.
Yes.
It's like the character has gone.
We've taken it out. I mean, we've taken the character out of, of everything. And that's part, like baseball's the place where characters live.
Absolutely.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah, Yogi Berra.
I mean, Babe Ruth was a character.
Absolutely. All of them were wacky.
I remember this little radio station that where I got my first experience in Little Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. We carried St. Louis Cardinals baseball. And I think it was Joe Buck Sr. You could hear him by the 5th inning, he's starting to slur his words.
Oh, he's hammered.
Because he's drinking Budweiser.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were a sponsor. It was
they were the
required.
sponsor.
But
It was great.
But they're so hammered by the 8th inning, right? It's like the movie, what was it? The Major League, right? Where Bob Uecker's just saying and Bob Uecker, by the way, what a great character he was in baseball.
Great.
Because the thing is, they have all these. Baseball is the hardest to do in some ways because the game is slow. So you have to be a storyteller.
Absolutely.
Right, and that's the beauty of baseball. But I tell you what, we're missing the characters. We've decided to take characters out of everything, right? Like this, just characters.
Well, we can't have them saying something wrong.
Well, we can't have them saying something wrong. Billy Martin, character.
Right? I mean, I miss football coaches like Bum Phillips, who
God,
wore a big 10-gallon hat
and never wore it inside. Never wore it inside. Remember, he wouldn't wear it in the Astrodome because his mama would be mad. Or the Raiders back in the day when they were really pirates and they had all the worst kind of, they had felons and all these people that were, those were the days. You don't really have that much anymore. It's all guys practice all season long and they work out and we don't have that insanity.
Well, it's turned into such giant money, too. That
Yeah.
The ownership doesn't want anything being said that can threaten the bottom line.
Remember Ohio State's football coach, Woody Hayes?
Woody Hayes.
He'd punch people.
He punched one of the Michigan players, right? And that's why he got fired.
Well, he tackled a Clemson player as he was running back an interception.
And then you had Knight, Bobby Knight. Remember when he attacked one of the students, choked him out.
And he would do stuff like throwing chairs onto the floor
Those
in the
were
middle
the days.
of plays.
Tarkington,
Tarkington.
You remember him? Remember Tarkington? Do you remember? God, what's his name from? Yeah, the guy from Tartanian from UNLV.
Yes, Jerry Tarkanian.
Yeah, when he was at Long Beach State, he had twins on the team. One of them had foul trouble and made him switch jerseys at half.
Did he really do that?
Yeah, well, he did all kinds of stuff. It was a different time.
He would suck on a wet towel.
Yeah, the whole time. Just white towels holding his mouth. It was just so weird. All right, coming up, a little White Woman Wednesday. We got One Hit Wonder Wednesday. We're having fun, kids. That's what we do here. Chad Ben Show, Sip It Talk, 99.7.
Where we stay live during the commercial breaks.
Don't just listen, watch, subscribe, and join the conversation today on Super Talk TV.
Bulwark Capital, my good friends, are doing a big webinar this month. You're going to love this webinar. It's awesome. If you are worried about your retirement, you're worried about your investments, you're worried, or you're just wondering, am I getting enough out of it? Let Bulwark talk to you. They have a New Year reset going on. This is where they're going to go through where they think this year is going, especially with things like AI. Are we headed towards a tech bubble? All those kind of things. And it is amazing what they do and how they invest. And they invest in a global mindset. They look at markets all over the globe, and it is incredible. It's absolutely free for you. It is New Year Reset. It's for my friends at Bulwark Capital. To sign up, you go to knowyourriskpodcast.com. That's knowyourriskpodcast.com to sign up today. It is happening the 29th of this month, 5:30 our time. Absolutely free for you. It takes about a half an hour. Sign up today for the New Year Reset live webinar, 29th of this month, 5:30 our time, from our friends at Bulwark Capital Management. Investment advisors served off through Trek Financial LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Investment involved risk, not a guarantee past performance, not guarantee future results. Trek 2605.
I'm telling you, drivers, it looks like rush hour has already started around downtown. I mean, it is a parking lot if you're on the loop pretty much anywhere. But this isn't helping matters. We got several cars apparently piled up northbound 65 in West Nashville as you're coming up from I-40 or the South Loop. That is backing things up. Very, very slow going around the downtown loop already. We're not even at rush hour. Murfreesboro police and school officials placing a high school on precautionary hold today. We'll tell you why coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Oh, I want to do some white woman here, but I don't think we have enough time. We're not going to be able to get through it.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. We'll do it next. Then we'll do one hit wonder. Man, we got all kinds of time. Baby, that's who we are. That's what we do.
By the way, I was going to tell you boys. Remember that TikToker you told us about, Brother Chad, who did the Dr. Pepper jingle?
Oh, my God. Isn't it great?
She's got her deal, man.
She got her deal. If you guys didn't see the game on Monday night, the commercial was on there. I called I'm like, Steph, it's on. She's like, what? I said the commercial. Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. And now she signed a deal with another company. There's 6-figure deals.
Yeah.
All because she did like a 25-second Dr. Pepper acapella. It wasn't like this amazing thing. It wasn't like she's got this voice that, from the heavens. But then they remixed it and they got on it. And good for her.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the other. Okay, so other brands are reaching out to her now.
Yeah.
Subway, Popeyes, and Wingstop.
Yeah, she got Hyundai already, too. So I don't know what you say about Hyundai.
She completely changed her life by just goofing around.
Goofing around.
Now she's a millionaire.
So a month ago, she was getting by. Now she's getting by.
She's getting
Remember,
by
folks,
now.
those rich CEOs want you poor and broke, so you can't afford their stuff.
Yeah, now you can. Now you can go out and buy all their stuff. A lot of you commenting on Australia, which I think is hilarious. Don't forget the kangaroos. They'll fight you.
Yeah, their feet are like knives.
They are. You don't want to fight those things. They are.
Well, if a kangaroo comes after me, my knife is like a knife.
Dang, Brother Bilal.
I will do some kangaroo karate.
Have you seen
on his ass.
I love the ones that are all jacked.
Oh, yeah.
All yoked. They're like, what the hell's wrong with that one? It's been eating creatine all day.
And they don't like dogs.
No, they don't. They don't. Oh, by the way, we're talking about sharks. There's a body found the other day in Australia. What was around it? A whole bunch of dingoes.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't a baby.
There was a story I read earlier today about somebody here in the States, a woman who got attacked and eaten by 2 coyotes.
Man, you got to try with yotes. They're not very big.
No.
Yeah, they're pretty skittish, too.
Yeah, they are. They're not.
Said something to the effect that it's the first known death by coyote in like the last 100 years or something.
Wow,
Was
that's
she
crazy.
old? Was she elderly?
I
would
know.
assume so. I mean, you would have to think of death by coyote, or what? Did she die and they ate her?
That could be it.
The way the article read is they attacked and killed her.
Oh my, that's. I mean, goodness me. Let's see, I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, you got to. Like I said, they're all rising up. Just to let you guys know, the animals have had enough. A coyote swam across the bay to Alcatraz.
Do people have dingoes as pets?
No,
not really. They're pretty feral.
Oddly enough, in Australia, it is tough to own anything outside of a dog or a cat. They make it tough. You have to have a special license, but no, you don't want a dingo, even though because it could eat your baby.
Did you ever see the
Eat my little Fritz.
the viral video of the kangaroo that was going at it with the dog?
Oh yeah,
and the guy, the owner, steps in and goes something, and punches the kangaroo right in the head.
Yeah, and the kangaroos
To get him
they'll
to
look.
stop.
They don't care if they'll look right at you and they're like, "Are we going to do this?" And you're like, "Oh man, it's crazy." Hey, it's Australia. Come for the sun and the sand and the beautiful women. Stay because you're dead. G'day. All right, coming up, we'll do a White One Wednesday. And yes, we got One Hit Wonder Wednesday, all straight ahead. Chad Bench, Super Tough, 997.
Yeah, drivers getting around downtown right now. It's just like rush hour. You've got rain that has fallen. You've got crashes, especially this one that is 65 northbound in West Nashville. It is just north of the 40 interchange. That's really slowing folks down. Looks like we picked up another one, 40 eastbound near Church Street. We've got 65 southbound right there at 40 west. So it's just a mess out there getting around downtown. and we're not even at rush hour. Got the full forecast. Tell you about that snow and ice coming in 5 minutes. Murfreesboro police and school officials placed Riverdale High School on a precautionary hold after getting a suspicious call early today. Investigators now say that report appears unfounded, but they maintain a large presence at the school to be safe. Social media chatter heightened concern among families, including claims of weapons being drawn. Authorities urge the public to rely on verified updates as the situation is resolved. Meanwhile, here in Nashville, Metro Nashville Public Schools confirming a threatening note at Antioch High School turned out to be a false alarm. The investigation comes nearly a year after a deadly shooting there at Antioch High School in the cafeteria. And Metro Police say they have arrested a man accused of taking lewd photos of shoppers. Officers say 46-year-old Kevin T. Jackson was caught on security video crouching with his phone pointed up at women inside their skirts at a Home Goods in Target. Detectives later linked him to a similar case in Franklin involving a 12-year-old girl. Jackson posted bond shortly after turning himself in. And at the state capitol, both Republicans and Democrats rolling out new ideas on marijuana. One bill would let Tennesseans grow up to 15 plants at home as long as they're not sold or taken off the property. Another measure calls for a formal study on launching a medical marijuana program. Supporters say the shift in federal drug policy could help patients and even benefit people previously incarcerated for marijuana offenses.
How many people can live in one home? Put it out there.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Busy Bee, guys, write this down right now, especially with all the stuff coming. Busy Bee's going to help you, right? We feel the winter. So they've got amazing things, HVAC, 0% financing, 18 months, complimentary UV light, any new unit install, and a free 5-year labor warranty, $750 value. Then you start thinking about some of the other stuff. How about this? Service specials, $49, multi-point furnace inspection right now, $250 off, smart auto, whole home water shutoff. Why? For peace of mind in the freezing time, which is coming right now. Indoor air quality, 50% off UV lights when you book a premium air duct cleaning. And they've got amazing things for plumbing as well. 0% financing, free 50-gallon water heater with select repipes, or $600 off if not applicable, and a $600 savings on Halo filtration and softener combo. And you could buy a membership, a Busy Bee membership, Beehive Club, and gift one as well to his friend. So that's pretty awesome. So buy one, get one. Buy one, gift one. But check out that thing right now, that $250 off Smart Auto Whole Home Water Shutoff for the freezing times, which is coming. It's a smart thing to do with our friends at Busy Bee. Call them today, 615-775-7833, or visit busybeehvac.com. Busy Bee, your comfort hour solution.
with your local tax resolution law firm.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Prize Picks is awesome. Your chance to win is always there. It's America's #1 fantasy sports app, and you can play it by, first of all, you download the app. Simple and easy. Use my code Chad, because when you play your first $5 lineup, I'm going to tell you how to do that. You're going to get yourself $50 in lineups immediately into your account. What? That's pretty good. How about this, right? So you can do all the sports. I mean, they got everything. Soccer, tennis, yes, hockey, golf, you name it all. But let's take a look at the football this weekend, okay? Shall we? You're picking more or less based on the projected stats of the players. How about this? Matthew Stafford, more or less 255.5 passing yards? Ooh, what do you think? That's a good one. Jared Stidham, more or less than 189.5 passing yards as he fills in for Bo Nix. You know the games, you know the sports, start making money. You win up to 2,000 times your money. That's insane. And you get $50 in lineups immediately in your account when you play your first $5 lineup. But you got to download the app and use my code Chad to do it. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today. Use my code Chad with Prize Picks. And when you do, get $50 immediately in your account when you play your first $5 lineup from Prize Picks. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be 21 in Tennessee. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. A lot of stuff going on. We got to get to it fast and furious. Apparently, we got some sort of deal done with, I don't know, NATO or something, a framework or Greenland, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about real stuff.
It's 9 a.m. at the coffee bar. She's live streaming from her car. Fair trade, tote, bread, and UHT. Telling workers what they ought to be. Let me center your experience. She said. Speaking over everyone. Got a thread for every human sin. But blocks you if you don't chime in. It's White Woman Wednesday.
It is White Woman Wednesday, and Kylie's been on a roll like you could not believe, and it's not stopping. Kids, I've got two of them, guys. I'm going to ask you, do you guys want number one or number two? Bell.
Well, we've heard two already, right?
Yeah, well, no, I've got four of them, but I've got two pulled up right here. Number one or number two?
I'll go with number two.
Number two.
Same.
All right, number two. It's about politics, guys. And white people, of course.
All right, so if you don't care about politics, you're a bad person. Not just right now with ICE tearing apart families, brutalizing people, and kidnapping them, but historically, this has always been the case in America. Some demographic of people has always been targeted, and that is why politics are so important. This just shows that white people view politics as some abstract philosophy that they can debate over and not like actually affecting them, because their privilege shields them from needing to care almost any policy they can get around as long as they have money or their white skin. From slavery to the mass deportation of migrants to rounding Native Americans up and forcing them to walk westward, killing thousands of them in the process, to a Japanese internment camp. America has always systematically people of color, different demographics at different times in history, but this has always been an issue, especially now. Well, I just don't really care. You don't even have an excuse anymore. Like, it's not like your history textbook isn't showing you the full picture because it was written by white people. You have the news. You can see these videos on your phone. You see it and you still don't care. That makes you a bad person.
Makes you a bad person.
Well, the fact that she's telling me I need to care makes me care less.
Care less, yeah. It's the, we always talk about it, right? There's that 10% of the country that walks around. They have no idea what's going on. They couldn't tell you who the vice president was. They could tell you about all the other things going on, who's the latest Kardashians, Taylor Swift going into that. And you know what they are at times? Happy. Oblivious, but happy.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, because sometimes I look at them and think, oh, man, that's got to be okay every once in a while.
And I think, Kylie, it's interment, not internment.
Yeah, so, well, you know what? Once again, mansplaining from Ken over there. Right? White mansplaining happening right in your face.
She's not going to like me very much. I've got a white beard.
Oh, well, of course you do, because you can't be head of the Ku Klux Klan without it. It's just so insane.
Is that why you call him the wizard?
No, because he knows about the weather. Because you guys don't even know this. Ken controls the weather. That's why he's a wizard. I didn't make it up, right? I just report the news.
I just do the news, boys. Yes.
It is still Wednesday, so that means, well, not White Woman Wednesday. A little one-hit wonder.
Now it's time for another edition of One Hit Wonder Wednesday. You may not remember the name of the band,
Ho, 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 it's magic.
but you definitely know the song.
This is One Hit Wonder Wednesday.
All right, we're going to start with Bell because he brings us down with this one because every time he finds something, he's like, hey, check this thing out. Let me tell you what it's about. It's pretty awesome. All right, Bell, go with yours.
Reaching number one back in 1978. It was also the record holder for taking the longest to get there at the time. 21 weeks to reach the summit of the charts. It is a song directly inspired by the writer witnessing child prostitution in Los Angeles.
There you go. Just always on our one-hit wonder. Just bringing us down.
And that's why it's called Hot Child in the City.
And that's a dude?
Yeah.
Goodness. I loved that song.
Well, now you can't.
That's all I'm going to think about now.
Despite the song's innocent and catchy pop stylings, the tune is based on Gilder's experiences witnessing the child prostitution rings. I've seen a lot of young girls, 15 and 16, walking down Hollywood Boulevard with their pimps.
And what did he do to help them? Not a thing.
Not a thing. Well, he was also a kid, probably, like 30.
They inspired me.
Yeah.
That's like this guy they arrested here in Nashville taking photos up a 12-year-old skirt. Goodness.
Bunch of preverts.
Bunch of preverbs laying on the ground. Put the camera in your shoe like everybody else, weirdo. That guy is... Who does that? What are you doing?
Preverts.
Preverts, that's right. Bunch of preverts doing those things? Hot child in the
What
city.
year was that, Brother Bilal?
1978.
That's good.
78,
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. I used to sing that as a kid, not realizing now that. Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Hot child in the city.
It went number one in Canada and America both in October.
Oh.
Tony texts in, says I had that on 8-track. Well, you know what? You're a prevert now as well. You didn't even know it. Good God. All right,
He was
Ken.
the former lead singer of Sweeney Todd, and the person that replaced him was Bryan Adams.
Oh, how about
Well,
that?
I'll be.
He's a Canadian, eh?
Hey.
Oh, for sure, Big Canadians and everything over there. Tell me you got something a little bit more funner. What you got for us, Ken? Do.
Released in late 1962, Rhythm of the Rain by the Cascades.
Not Ricky Nelson.
Ricky Nelson quickly became one of the defining pop ballads of the early 60s. Written by band member John Claude Gummo during a rainy night aboard a Navy ship, the song carried a heartfelt, atmospheric sound shaped by his signature thunderclap opening, which I missed, which I didn't include it at. I don't remember that in the opening, but anyway, by early 1963, it had climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reached number one, that is, on the easy listening chart. Also became an international hit, topping charts in Canada and Ireland, reaching the top 5 in the UK. Today, Rhythm of the Rain remains a timeless classic, beloved for its gentle melody and nostalgic charm.
Da-na-na-na-na. Back when times were simpler.
Yes, sir, I love this song.
Da-na-na-na-na.
It was right before everybody started smoking pot, tripping LSD, and growing their hair out long.
Smoking the hooch. Dating the 15-year-olds with the pimps.
These guys had real nice haircuts and they wore suits.
How about that? Back when it was a wholesome good time, like you said, sock hops. Taking your best girl to the kissing, whatever it was called back then. maybe going necking out in the, lover's lane. Yeah. So he, Ken, right? The amazing, he's got the wholesome one. Then Mr. Man here, Bell brings us up to the one where it's just all evil and sin and just debauchery with the kids.
I didn't write the song.
You did, and everybody knows it. Then I get this one and I think, you know what? My song is full of fluff and love, right? Everybody knows it, right? This band was created in 1977, but their hit came in 23 years later in 2000. They're from the Bahamas. It's a lovable song. 101 Dalmatians, right? Shrek, every single arena you go to, you hear the damn song, you know what it is. What are those, dogs? Ooh, ayo, ayo. So I got excited and I thought, oh, my dog, this is about the Paw Patrol and good time fun and having a good time. And I've seen the video. And
it was about hookers.
It wasn't. It was about the fact that men are awful. That's why they're laying with the fleas, because they're out there cheating and on cavorting around on their ladies and catcalling them and being mean. Yeah. Now, one person said, no, it's not what it's about. They said it was about the fact that as the clubs closed at night and light shined upon some of the ladies coming out of the clubs, that they say the dogs would be out. That's not what the original was about by the Baha Men. Yeah, this was it. I mean, you got nothing else. You're the Baha Men. I wonder what they're doing now. It was so bizarre.
Living
though.
off those royalties.
It was so bizarre, though, to think that they started in 1977 and 23 years later, they have a novelty dance hit.
And the fact that they were still going at that point tells me they were making money from somewhere.
Well, they were huge in like the, in nightclubs. And if you went to Sandals or one of those things, they were big. So they were making good money touring around, but. Get that you dirty mongrel. How can you not love the Baha Men? It's going to be stuck in your head all day. You're welcome. Better than what old Bell threw us, huh?
I didn't write it.
He did. Bell told me I wrote the song when I was a pimp out in Los Angeles rocking around with my fur coat. Oh, Bell.
And my pimp shoes with see-through heels that had fish in them.
Fish in them. Got to have those, right? Got to have those. Yeah, you're not pimping, right? Pimping ain't easy, by the way. Just like
Neither
poping ain't
poping.
easy. Neither is poping. You can't pope for no reason. If it ain't easy, baby. Poping ain't easy. Neither is bishoping. But poping's really tough. All right, coming up, our man Matt's here. We're going to talk about the weather because we need to find out if Murphy-Lago is weatherproof, getting ready for the massive storm coming in. Snow apocalypse is on its way. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Just found breaking news. Matt says that we are the new Greenland and Donald Trump. Oh, we're taking it over. I'm coming tomorrow. It's going to be great. We want all the rare earth minerals.
Yeah, when Middle Tennessee ice is over, it's my understanding Donald Trump's coming in.
Yeah. By
That's
the way,
what he's doing. He's coming in, taking over.
So Monday, our high is going to be what, good Ken?
-8. No, I'm just kidding.
26?
Nah, it'll be fine.
Greenland on Monday, 34.
Oh, balmy Greenland.
Balmy. It's a bit warm there, 34.
Toasty Greenland.
Yeah.
That was the temperature in my house earlier today.
Speaking of that, we were having a big convo about, Chris and I and everybody. So let's just say it's nasty. We've been talking to the weather wizard in there, and he says that not only is that snow, but we're going to get that ice rolling through. Are you weatherproofed? And what happens if?
Well, I think I'm good on intraweb unless I lose power. And I was talking to my neighbor earlier today. I met one of my new neighbors, Jeff. I don't know if Jeff's a listener to the station, but if he's not, he, whatever. But and Jeff said that we rarely lose power. He said, I've been here 4 years. We've not lost power in Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
So I should be good.
All right.
But you know what? I got a 4-wheel drive and got an attitude. I'll do something.
That's good. That's a good thing.
You know what? I'll run it. I'll get to the station and run into a ditch, one or the other. I mean, why not? Now, my issue is obviously the ice is the issue, right? I mean, you can drive on snow, you can't drive on ice.
No,
unless you have chains. And people, I can drive on. No, you can't. You can drive on snow, and I appreciate that. And some people are better at negotiating ice than others. It is true, but let me promise you this: when the ice takes over, you're just at the whim of the ice.
And you don't know when it takes over because that's part of the whole thing about the ice.
Part of the whole thing
is
that you never know.
Surprise!
The ice decides when the ice takes over. It's like in America today. Ice decides when ice takes over.
Oh, that's right.
But I think we're good. I'm just curious, and I'm waiting to hear from the big boss if the poopy goes down, if we're coming in over the weekend, which I'm ready to do. I mean, I'm here. I mean, what else are we going to do?
Yeah, no, I'm right up the street. I'm within walking distance, as I've told everybody.
You need to stop saying that because you're the first man called.
Oh, don't worry. Chris already said it. Well, we're all going to be home, but Chad, you're walking
Chad's
here.
right here.
He's going to walk here in the snow.
Hey, Matt, I got a question.
Yes, Bill.
Do you know who Henry Rollins is?
Henry Rollins is the lead singer of
Black Flag.
Something.
He actually lives in Mount Pleasant.
Oh,
Black
Flag, not Dave Matthews. That's a weird band for him to be in.
Dave Matthews Band is Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, he's the lead singer of Black Flag and the Rollins Band.
Yeah, I know Henry Rollins. He's kind of buff guy.
Yeah.
Lives
in Mount Pleasant.
Does he now?
Yeah.
Well, I live in Mount Pleasant.
Well, now you guys can be friends.
So now Henry Rollins has to realize that he's the second most famous person in Mount Pleasant.
Boom.
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 Take that, Henry.
Boom.
Ooh, that's good.
Man.
So, the weather, we've got Dan Thomas coming on the 3 o'clock hour. Dan's He's going to break it down. He's going to break down the plateau. He's going to break down all of Middle Tennessee and let us know what's going to happen.
Is he going to teach us what sublimation is?
Oh, sublimation. Remember we had sublimation talk before.
And ask him again, as always. Explain to us again, what does feels like mean?
Jeez, don't tell me how to feel about it. No, we did have was that us, Bell? We had the in-depth conversation about sublimation.
Yeah, he brought that up, and you asked him what it was, and he explained it.
Sublimation is when snow goes from a solid to a gas without going to a liquid.
Oh.
Which is actually, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty interesting.
And it takes like a certain temperature range and a certain humidity and a certain sun, but it can go straight to a gas.
Well, that's fair. Well, get ready for
cool.
that, kids.
Let's go.
Some more sublimation talk
Let's hope
today.
that happens because if it goes to a liquid, then it freezes.
And then it's an adventure. What else you talking about today?
Obviously, Donald Trump's over in Davos. We're going to break that down. If there's any late-breaking news on that front, we will do that.
Well, we just got Greenland.
Oh, yeah. So
they announced some sort of framework. I don't know what that means.
And he canceled the tariffs because of it.
Yeah, that we're never on.
Well, I knew that I knew the tariffs weren't going to happen because he's done this in the past. He's like, I'm going to tariff you by a gajillion %.
And then it never goes on.
I'm going to tariff you by nothing. You going to give me something?
Yeah.
And it's like,
couldn't we just start with the conversation? Why do you have to just come out and just do?
That's the way he used to do New York real estate deals. I think, man. That's right. Start like, I'll give you a good. You give me a gajillion $. Well, no. Okay, well, give me this amount.
And your wife's ugly, and you're a pig, and you smell. Okay, how about we cut it in half? Okay, well, why don't you start there?
I would have done that to begin with. Why did you insult my wife?
Matt's here. He's going to talk about, and Dan Thomas coming on sublimation.
Sublimation.
Oh man, it's going to be. Get ready for
It'll be
meteorology talk right here.
Ooh.
Straight ahead.